From their studio in South Florida, Twist Gaming. Featuring lead broadcaster, Matt Koza. Co-host and creative genius, Josh Perry. Co-host and interviewer extraordinaire, Ann Lazito. Co-host and marketing mogul, Aaron Murphy. With appearance from special guest, Lucy. Welcome to Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us. Tonight is our Middara, the Unintentional Malum, live and interactive stream. We're starting a little late tonight, and it's all my fault this time, not Rule 3. But we are getting right to it. So without further ado, usually we go through a lot more detail about the enemies that we are about to fight, or some mechanics or what have you. Let's go quick through a check to make sure everything is up and working. So the way that this game works is that y'all will be playing, woo, that works. Y'all will be playing as Nightingale, and you can find, that's gonna drive me nuts. You can find the information for the gear at the link here. So if you go ahead and click on that link,
Is that in view?
if you go ahead and click on that link, no, you're fine. You'll get a picture of Nightingale's character sheet, as well as her weapons and armor and special abilities. Nightingale, just so y'all know, is mostly a magic user. Right now, she has got 2 spells under her belt: Organic Liquefy, which costs 3 SP, and Gore Shot, which costs 1. So that's mostly what y'all will be using when you're doing your attack. We are picking up an adventure that we did last week. What else I gotta mention? Oh, rolling dice. So the way to interact with the show is to yell out in chat when we have to make decisions or what y'all want to do with your character. It's very hive mind. We'll also have you roll dice. So when there is an opportunity to roll dice, either when the enemy attacks or when you guys need to roll for it. Oh, Joshua. That's... You're going to have a command come up that says !roll. As you can see there on the screen, there should also be a plug-in where you'll be able to hit a button that says roll. All of the dice in Middara are unique and have their own iconography, and the dice are programmed into the system. So there you see the teal die, and you see the orange die, a 3 and a 7. Fantastic, it works. The other way that we might ask you to interact is through polls. I'm not going to have Josh put up a poll right now, but when you do see the poll come up, it'll come up in the center screen here. You'll get a couple of choices. You can either type in the number associated with the choice or the words for the choice, and that will register your vote. If you are a subscriber to the channel, your votes are worth double. That is the quickest I've ever done this.
Yeah.
Joshua, what did we do last week?
We're back in the vault. We're looking to find the cool treasure thing that we saw on the pedestal, and hopefully not find the giant head dude.
Is he fingers or something? He's
a giant head with a lot of fingers coming out of him.
So Josh died. Oh, twice.
Yeah.
Double death. Yeah, he did. Okay.
So, you want to read the little section for the next area we're going into?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, the book is so heavy. You stop short as Suri holds up a hand. She quickly disappears and reappears a moment later. She warns you that the exit to the next area is going to require a key, and that the creature with the key is strong. Undeterred by her warnings, you press on. Soon you round a corner and come into another room with an altar in it. An animate stands before the altar, surrounded by cavesicles. The hulking form screeches and sprints towards you, its axe raised menacingly. Animates are terrible. They suck a lot. They are very difficult. That's all the KDM commands. I'm just hitting buttons here. Go to board. Ha! Oh my gosh, it's so crooked.
Rotate the camera a little bit.
My OCD is going to be okay. I'll be okay with this. No, it's just the board that's crooked.
It's fine.
Yeah, okay. It'll be fine. Famous Josh words.
Exactly.
This is our animate here. So some important things to note about the animate. Heavy cleave. The first time the animate makes an attack, and it will empower the attack, which means it's going to roll a black die. The black die is the only die in the game that has a skull icon or face on it. If it rolls the skull along with the attack, then the attack misses. If not, all of the other face of the black die have icons. And as you can see from the bottom here, the animate gets bonuses to physical damage based on the iconography. They turn to goop really easy. Yeah, if you're organic, liquefy it. The other thing is that the animate has chains of perdition. The first time the animate hits with an attack, it's going to follow up with the same exact attack. And this is how Joshua died. The other monster that we're fighting to start off with are the Cavesicles. Cavesicles have hive mind, which means that they get bonuses if they are within the sphere of influence to multiple other Cavesicles. Sphere of influence is 4 spaces in any direction. Currently, there are 3 Cavesicles on the board, so it'll be the Cavesicle +1. These 2 orange die mean that the Cavesicle gets an upgrade to its combat die from 2 white to 2 orange. And as you can imagine, the orange die has higher numbers and stuff. Cavesicles also ignore terrain and things of that nature. So for finding their way, win condition, an adventurer finds and ends their turn on the blue exit, which means the exit is not currently out on the board. Achievement. If you dodge 5 attacks in 1 round, read the following hidden text. You're dead.
No, we're alive now. We come back at the beginning of the counter with half our health.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I thought that's only if you restore adventurers.
No, restore adventure, you fully heal.
I hope you're right. Okay, blue.
So you're not screwed like from encounter to encounter if you just die like in the first one.
Blue. Okay, so the blue objective token is this little map piece right here on the map. This token represents a large set of locked double doors. When the warden is defeated, read the following hidden text. Well, there's spoilers. I didn't even know there was a warden. Cool story, bro. Another little special thing about Middara is Middara does not have you roll dice for initiative. Instead, it has this initiative deck here. You shuffle up all of the characters that are currently out in play and pull them one by one. So first up is going to be Rook, which is Joshua, and he is going to die again. The animate, Cavesicles, Zeke, Remi, and then Twist. It is going to be your turn. Joshua.
Switching how this starts. I have us in the right starting spot, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So, Rook's first.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Die?
Leroy Jenkins, I guess.
I mean, the story says that he comes after you. I feel like he should hit you first, but it doesn't. If
Hey,
you
Mirac's Pop.
dodge 5 attacks in 1 round.
So I could. Should I attack him or should I attack the Cavesicle?
No, you should attack the animate. Now, what is the thing with the animate and range? So some characters attack you differently based on whether you're right next to them or whether you're within range of them. So for the animates, I know we were talking about this last time. I feel like being adjacent is the least aggressive attack. I can't see a picture of the gear set that shows our second spell. Am I missing something? No, probably not, and I apologize for that. We may not have updated it, but I will throw that up right there so that you can get a good look at what that is. So for the magic damage, the way that those work is that we will roll the casting die. Nightingale, as you can see from those wands, has an upgrade to an orange die for the casting die. Add 6 to that number, and then that's the magic attack. The way Organic Liquefy works is that when the enemy is rolling their conviction die, down here in the bottom, this is the animate conviction die of white and orange. If you beat that roll, you take the number value of those 2 dice, and that's the number of damage that gets done.
Animate always gets a second attack.
Well, because they have Chains of Perdition. Max damage 14. They have Chains of Perdition, so they're always going to get a second attack on the first hit. But with the opponent, adjacent opponent, they get the melee attack, and then they have to move.
Yeah.
As opposed to if you're just within the 4 spaces and not adjacent, it's the magic attack, then a ranged attack, and these are thens and not follow-up. So you can't do anything to like stop the chain.
So I think as Rook, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Barrier on myself.
Plus Heavy Cleave empowers the first attack. Yeah.
I'm going to run forward. Can I have a pencil?
You can stand up from the chair without touching the table. That's what you can do.
Run up to him.
Yeah.
That uses my second SP. Leaves me with 1 SP. And I'll just stand in front of him.
Yeah.
And try to give him a hug.
Organic Glowify is a pretty sweet spell. The other thing to mention, no problem. The other thing, I'll try and get it down. Cover Josh's face.
You can
That's helpful.
take it off the screen now.
No, it's just going to cover your face. The other thing to note, up in the top left-hand corner of the screen, Josh has an overlay there, and that will show the stats for each of the characters. Like you guys are playing as Nightingale, you have 11 health, 10 armor, 10 defense, 6 movement, and 7 armor. And that overlay will update real time.
So I also drank my 2 juice boxes that I had.
What does Juice Box do?
Heals you for 3. So I went back up to full health. I'm at 14.
This has got to be the lighting, and it's Josh is remodeling his home at KR studio, so the lighting setup is a little different because he literally knocked down the wall that the light was on. Just break everything.
It's also the fact that Matt put the soundboard like that.
It's been that way.
It's blocking the light, and it's making it even harder now.
Anyway.
So it's the end of Rook's turn.
All right, so then it's the Animate's turn. Twitch, get your rolling fingers ready. Joshua.
Yep.
Does the Animate have damage?
Nope.
Is there an opponent adjacent?
Yes, there is.
So you're going to make a melee attack. And the melee attack is going to be a teal die. That's not the right folder. It's going to be a teal die and an orange die.
And a black die because he empowers.
That's right.
So I have one SP left. I could dodge this.
You should dodge this because the
I'll
bonus
dodge.
is if you dodge 5 attacks in one
I can only
round.
dodge 1 attack, so give me the black die. I don't need to dodge because, I'll dodge.
Good job, Mirix Bob. That's awesome. Well, is it successful if he misses?
I still have to use the SP to dodge because I said I was going to do it. So he fails.
That's awesome. You're very lucky.
And I'm going to counter.
Because you can counter a melee attack.
Mm-hmm. So I need 2 white dice, please.
Y'all are... Ah! My tiny T-Rex arms are not long enough.
Yep. Green screen, and... Alright. So 2 white dice. He has a defense of something. Rolled a 6 and a 3. I will tap my Morning Star to give me +1 or reroll on the 3. Ah, that's good. I rolled a 7. So what is the Animate's defense, Anne? 9. Okay, I have a 13. So I'm beating him by, what is that? 4. Thank you. I have 4 shields. So it's another 4 damage, so that's 8. I have a star, which is another damage, so that's 9 damage. He has 2 armor.
Who did you attack with? Oh, you're right.
So 7 damage.
That's not bad.
No, it's not.
I mean, the health is 18, and at least it didn't kill you this time.
Yep.
Okay, so 5, 6, 7 damage. I'm going to trust you on that.
And then for his ability, is it follow-up he does another attack? Or
No, it's then. The first time each turn, it just is. It's a follow-up. So you canceled. The Chains of Perdition is a follow-up, so then you would have canceled that one.
Yep.
However, the move is a then.
Okay.
So move up to 2 spaces further from the target. This movement does not provoke break attacks. So he needs to move back 2.
He's only going to move back 1.
Why?
Because there's a hindering terrain behind him. It takes 2 movement to move out of
Is
it.
he hindered by terrain?
But it says move 2 spaces.
Yes, this is 2 spaces, not 2 movement. So I think he moves 2.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right.
So that's the end of the Animate's turn, which is really cool. Cavesicles go. Grape Cherry and survived Monday. Gee, look, kind of, a little bit. It says up to 2 spaces. It says up to 2 spaces. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Cavesicle. Is there an opponent adjacent? Red first. No.
No.
Is there an opponent within range 4?
Yep.
Sure is. Make a ranged attack 4. All right, Twitch. We're going to be rolling actually 2 orange die because our little Cavesicle has 2 buddies within his sphere of influence. Roll it, roll it.
I think I rolled my dodge die and I had 4 books on it.
Does nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. So that is a 6.
And a 3, that is a 9. I have a defense of 10. 8 does nothing.
Very good. Okay.
Then
So then move to be adjacent to the opponent. So he's going to go and be all up in your business. 1, 2, 3. He's going to be all. Oh, wait. It says move to be, adjacent to the opponent with the most damage, which is just you. Then make a melee attack. He's still within range 4 of his 2 other friends. I didn't clear the dice. You're going to have to live with that decision. And what do we got?
hopefully another bad roll so I can counter again.
What do you have to counter with now? Last time
my
you spent
shield.
4, so it's 6, so he misses.
We'll counter.
Okay.
I can't do any more counters after this. This is all I got.
He's a defense of 8.
I rolled an 8.
So you win. Attackers win on ties.
I have 2 shields, so I do 2 damage.
Very good. And then he had a follow-up after that, which was inflict poison with force 9, but since you countered and attacked him back, it would have interrupted that, so you don't have to make that check. How much damage did you say?
2.
Okay. So now that is the end of Red's turn.
It's grape.
It is grape.
He's going to just attack me.
Is there an opponent adjacent?
Yep.
Sure is. Attack Josh. See? That's what it says. Right there.
Because I'm the tank.
Because you're the tank. I knew what I was getting myself into when I got you that shirt.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a hard hit. That's a 14.
A 14 against your 10 defense.
All right. Did they get anything from their symbols?
4. It's +1 physical damage for each of the shields. So that's 2 shields.
Yep. So it's going to do 6 damage.
2 go away for the armor, and you're left with 4 to deal with.
I have another armor for my barrier.
So now you still have 3. You're down to 3.
I'm going to exhaust my Masterworks for my shield upgrade, which is going to reduce it by 1.
2.
And then I'm going to exhaust my Cuirass, which reduces another 2 physical damage.
0. No damage.
Yep.
Can you counter?
No, I can't counter.
That was useless. Okay.
But since it didn't do any damage, it doesn't do its follow-up.
Okay, great. So then that's the end of Purple's turn, and now we are on to Creamsicle. I would really like a Creamsicle Pop. I haven't had one since I was a kid. Anyway, long story short. Is there an opponent within range 4? Sure is. Let's hit Josh again. This is fun. Matless Middara Mondays is pretty much beat up on Josh. And I'm just here to narrate. I'm so okay with this. This is the best show concept ever.
6 and a 2. That is a miss.
It is.
Then he's going to go adjacent to me, right?
Yep.
Hello.
Look at you with all your friends.
I know. I have all the buddies.
You have all the buddies. We're going to make a melee attack. Again with 2 orange die. To go against your 10 defense.
Yep.
Your curious and everything is exhausted, so if you get another hard hit, you're SOL.
Yeah. I mean, I could...
With bugs.
I could do, like, something. It's an 11.
Okay, +1 for the shield.
So it's 2 damage. I have 3 armor. It doesn't do anything. I'm good.
Yeah.
Because I'm the tank.
So that's the end of our Cavesicle's turn, and we've got 2 damage on Cherry.
It has a follow-up, doesn't it, though?
Yeah, but it didn't do any damage, so doesn't that negate it?
It hit me. It just didn't do any damage.
Okay, so then make a follow-up.
Wait.
Follow-up inflict poison against force 9.
Is that right?
I don't know. You've got the rulebook rules there.
Give me a purple die.
How do you do this check?
I do a conviction check against it. And I have an upgrade of a white. I have 1 die upgraded to white, so it's a purple and a white. And I rolled a 10, so I'm good.
Next is Zeke. So I think you should go and clear out the Cavesicles with Zeke. Zeke's a really hit or miss character. Like if you miss attack, you do nothing. But if you hit, he does a lot of damage.
How much movement does he have? 6?
6.
Issue is getting over there.
Because he's in that green terrain to start off with.
I guess I could do a diagonal move with my sword. Sure.
Sure?
Sure.
Don't
Don't what?
touch the table. Getting
So I'm
up.
going to go here. I'm going to exhaust my sword to go diagonal. And then I'm going to use Blade Works to attack the red Cavesicle. I need 2 orange dice, please.
Sure. Okay.
I rolled an 11. What's their defense?
The defense for the Cavesicles is an 8.
So that's going to be 3 damage. 4 damage.
Do you get anything for the symbols?
No, I didn't roll enough shields.
How did you get 4 damage?
I get +1 physical damage from my longsword.
Okay.
So I'm at 4 damage. How much health does it have?
It has 6 health. Which one did you attack? Cherry? No, it has 4 health left, so it's dead.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Because the Cavesicle is one of a hive, we do not get loot until all of the Cavesicles in that group die. So you used your movement.
Yep. I can't do anything else.
And you've used move. Yeah, there was English in there somewhere. Yep. You've used your sword already to move diagonally, so you can't move again.
Yep.
All right, folks. So now it is my turn as Remi, which means y'all need to take a minute to kind of think about what you want to do for when your turn comes up. I know we were discussing organic liquefy as an option. Personally, I feel like Nightingale's magic attacks are fantastic against the animate.
The only issue with organic liquefy is they need to move closer to hit anything. That's going to use one of their SPs, and they're not going to have enough SP to
do organic liquefy in the same hit.
Same turn,
so
since you only start with 3 SP.
Anything, it'll probably be Gore Shot. Now,
unless they want to use their ability now, they give themselves 2 SP. Like on their turn, they give themselves an additional 2 SP.
And they can exhaust, move within 6 of the animate, burn ambitious, and liquefy. You'd also have to, remember, we also have to exhaust this wand of missiles to increase your sphere of influence +2 so that you can reach the animate within that 6. That is what I was going by. I mean, that sounds tap the wand. Yep. That is probably a great option.
All right, so, Anne, what are you doing?
I have no idea.
No, Anne, I didn't, spread out your gear. So you kind of just have a stack there.
I'll figure it out. I have a lot of stuff. That's what I have.
Because you're the hoarder.
Shh.
That apparently has a giant backpack because you're carrying more stuff than you're allowed.
Yeah, it's a bag of holding. Everybody has one. Everybody's got a bag of holding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm gonna go behind you diagonally and hit the thing. What's my movement? I thought it was 7. Yeah, it is 7. So I have reached 2 with my halberd. So I spent 1 SP to move,
Okay.
and I'm spending 2 SP to attack,
Okay.
which uses my 3 SP. And I'm going to use my halberd, roll 2 white dice. I still really need something that upgrades these dice. And attack the cavesicle. I rolled an 11,
All right.
6 and a 5.
It's going to do some damage.
That's going to do something, I hope. As you can see here on the card, 2 shields give me +2 physical damage. Stars give me +1. I don't have any stars, but I have 3. Shh. I'm doing it. Right, so I have my 2 shields here, so that's going to immediately give me 2. So I have 11. Cavesicle's defense is 8. Started off with 3 damage, +2 for the shields. That's 5 damage. Plus I have an ability here called Hammer Helm.
If you don't drop it on the floor.
If I don't drop it on the floor. My attacks always gain +1 physical damage, 6 damage, and Orange Skull is dead.
It's Creamsicle.
Creamsicle.
Orange Skull.
Okay, thank you very much. I do want to point out that we need to be cognizant that there are totems over here. So once you get into line of sight of the blue totem, which there's impassable terrain here, so it's blocking, the line of sight is going to be right here where...
No, it's not.
No, it's not. I can't see it. It's going to be...
You're going to have to like get on almost on that. You have to be in between those pillars or on the other column.
Yeah, to get it. Okay.
We're not that close to it.
I'm just saying, getting ready. Okay, I killed that. I can't do anything else. Oh, wait. At the end of each encounter, gain a random mundane consumable. I need a consumable for my last turn.
You don't have any more room.
I'll give it to you if I'm nice. It's in between, so it's like we're all together. It means I can hand it out. I hope it's another board, and then I can give it to Twitch. And now, Twitch, it is your turn. So Metal God suggested using the once per encounter special ability, Ambitious, which means all other allies gain +1 SP, and Nightingale gains +2 SP. That would make your SP for round 1 5 instead of 3. You can use 1 to move to be within range 6 of the animate, and then use your wand of missiles, tap it, increase your sphere of influence by 2, and then you would still have 4 SP, so you would be able to use your organic liquefy on the animate. Also, I got a smoke bomb, which means cool stuff. Organic liquefy is cool. What was I thinking? Smoke bomb. I got all this stuff.
So they're going to use their ability to gain 2 SP, and everyone's going to gain 1.
Yes. Okay. So Remi's going to have 1. Nightingale has 5. You have... Zeke has how much?
He's at 3 now,
And
Rook's
Rook's
at 1.
Okay. And then we're going to use 1 to be at range 6 of the animate. And then my pencil. Pencil. I've lost it.
Oh, what you do with it, Ann?
Ah, I found it. Okay. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up you go. Okay.
They have
What?
6 movements, so they can move more space closer if they want.
Why would you want to?
There's no harm in them being a little bit closer.
I guess not. Weirdo. Okay. Organic liquefy it is. We're going to roll an orange die, and then we're going to add 6 to the result of that die.
And you need to have the animate roll his conviction dice.
The conviction dice for the animate is a white and an orange. And I missed the white one. Darn it. We're going to ignore the second white. I only hit it once. So aggressive. Oh, okay.
They rolled a 3. It rolled a 3, but then it rolled a 7. They have they can tap their 1 to reroll, right?
Yeah, that sucks though. They'd have to tap them both. Okay, so the reroll done. Okay, we're doing the reroll for everybody who just doesn't know. You do have a second wand, the Wand of Hindsight. At any time, reroll any dice except for the black die that you or an ally within the sphere of influence rolled. So we have tapped both of our die, which will refresh on our next turn.
They rolled a 6 now, so they win.
6 and 6 is 12. He rolled a 10, which means he's going to just take 10 damage.
Yeah.
Just like that. Josh managed to attack him for 7.
Oh,
but
he's
like,
7?
You got 7.
I thought I got 8. So he has
No.
1 health left?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's your turn next.
Yeah,
So you could do it.
maybe.
15, 16, yeah, he's got 1 health left. Yeah. Okay, well, there's that. That was good, though. Too far. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, gore shot. And then, yeah, because we use the wand to tap it to increase the sphere of influence up to 6. Range 5. Yep. Poopy. C'est la vie. Eek. I was trying to be helpful. See
All
a little
right.
bit more up there.
So that's the end of Nightingale's turn?
That
they
is
have 1 SP left. They really can't do anything with it.
Yep. Excuse me.
So it's back to Rook.
BRX Bob is asking. Nobody's dead yet. Not yet. Shadow Arm.
It's just for the 1 attack.
Yeah.
Mirror's Bob.
Which is poopy. I mean, it's not poopy.
They
It's
could gore shot the cavesicle. That is true. That is up to you guys if you want to gore shot the cavesicle or you want to save your SP.
Oh. I mean, I think we might need the SP.
Okay, I'm not worried about the cavesicle. So it's my turn.
Sure is, Rook.
I'm going to take 2 steps forward, which is going to trigger an attack of opportunity from the cavesicle as I break.
Right there,
it's gonna be
right?
a break attack, yeah.
Okay. So the cavesicle is going to punch Josh in the face.
It's going to try to punch me in the face.
No, he's going to succeed. He needs to believe. Now because
Nothing called love?
both of the other cavesicles are gone, he'll no longer have the bonuses for the hive mind and will be down to 2 white die for the combat dice.
Oh, I'm going to cast Barrier on Zeke too before I move.
What does barrier do?
+1 armor.
Oh, skip it.
5 and a 2. Oh, look at that. Mr. Cavesicle, you're trying to hit me. I'm going to hit you back.
2 white?
Yeah. Love, not have to use SP to attack. Just let them try to get me.
Dork.
2 and a 7. Ooh.
That's 9. They
9.
have 8 defense, so that's 1 point of damage.
I'm going to re-roll this 2.
Using your Morning Star, you're going to exhaust it.
That's a 4. So that puts me at 11.
So that's 3 points of damage. Do you have any bonuses from your icons?
I get 2 points more damage with my shields.
For 5.
I get 1 more damage from my star.
And it's dead. Ba-bam. Okay.
And guess what?
We get loot!
Looty loot. Fresh and tooty.
What? Rudy, Tooty, Fresh, and Fruity?
Yeah.
I hope that reroll is not going to be wasted.
Oh, we got a unique loot.
Really?
Yeah.
Last time this happened, I feel like we got that really cool sword that you have.
Yeah. Where did I put the
Unique
mundane item? Oh, they're right in front of me. Right in front of my face.
Oh my gosh, if it's another quiver, I'm going to freak.
You need to pick a number 1 or 2. Or right or left hand.
Right.
Tell me when to stop.
Now. What do we get?
I got a new shield.
Triple cover's not funny. What do you mean you got a new shield?
I killed it. I found it. I really wanted the other one.
What was the other one?
Really cool sword.
You can't have 2 cool swords.
It's just for Rook. It's a really cool sword for Rook.
So this is the mundane shield. Here we go. Finesse, though. Yeah. The monster bone shaker, the monster beneath. Combo ranged. What do you have that's ranged?
Nothing. I have the combo melee, which upgraded me to an orange die.
Exhaust to counter.
All right, have that.
Flip. Place three 1x1 dangerous terrain tokens orthogonally adjacent to your figure in a straight line. If this would defeat a figure, they must pass a jump check to move to the nearest unoccupied non-dangerous terrain space or be defeated. Boss figures pass this jump check. That's interesting.
Just make a freaking pit of pure in front of me.
So it's a ranged or a melee weapon?
So you can you can use it within range or melee, yeah. So you could have like a crossbow with a shield?
Huh. It's one-handed, one white combat die unless you have the upgrade, and it gives +1 armor.
Let's replace my other shield. Ooh, yeah.
I think we need to have a talk about your weapons.
Why?
Considering you currently have both unique weapons.
There was a unique bow we could buy in the store. You didn't want to buy it.
Right. You got the cool stuff.
And Twitch has a unique weapon, too.
Mm-hmm.
Any of these unique weapons seem interesting to you?
I don't know.
For your two-handed build?
I'll see.
No.
I'll look. Decide what I want to steal later. That gives us our loot.
I really want this sword.
That's too bad. And I might just take the sword just to be obstinate if it comes up. Take the rest of your turn. So you're moving forward to go and hit the rest of the animate, who's got 1 health, Joshua.
Yep.
Can you pull it off?
We'll find out.
So the animate has a defense of 9 with armor 2. Remi can just smack Rook with her.
I rolled a 9.
His defense is a 9. The attacker wins on a tie, so that's great. But do you have anything that's going to beat that defensive 10? I'm so happy you used that reroll on the cave skull.
9. I can only use my reroll on counters. I can't use it on attacks.
Oh. Okay.
So like it
doesn't matter.
It didn't matter. So I rolled a 7 and a 2, so that's 9. I beat his. He has 2 armor. My 2 shields give me +2 physical damage, so that doesn't work. But I have a star, which gives me +1 physical damage, which is just enough to hit it.
Just enough to kill him. All right, so the animate is dead. We did not do the 5 dodges, dodging 5 attacks in 1 round.
But
I mean, I'm okay with the reason why.
there's still 2 more totems on here.
That's very true. Okay.
So was that the warden, or was it just that animate? I believe it's just the animate.
Doesn't say anything about it being the warden.
Okay. So he's dead, and we get a loot.
Oh. Yep. Dame Lou.
Do you want to grab the loot?
Yep. I want it to be this one. Oh, I want it to be the other one!
Grab the wrong one. What do you get?
6 gold.
Yeah, you can stick this in our loot stack, too.
Do we have 5 dodges even?
You can spend an SP to dodge, so as long as you have the SP, you can do it. So it's just more if you want to keep your SP so you can do a bunch of dodges. Zeke does have 1 dodge, and he gets 2 rerolls on his dodges.
They're not Zeke, though. So how many dodges can they do?
They have just the... no, they have the defensive core, which gives them 1. They have the cloak that gives them 1, so that's 2. So 2 dodges.
Chat has 2. Yeah, Joshua, nobody cares about what you have. Alrighty. No more enemies out on the board. Rook's turn is done, so now it is Zeke's turn.
Okay. Zeke's gonna... Can you move Zeke towards... I'm gonna go activate the blue totem.
Terrible idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that 4 hits. Opens it up.
Yeah.
It does. Blue totem. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of
green
text.
screen. Thank you.
A huge lumbering figure sulks in front of an imposing set of double doors.
Matt?
Reveal small and large hidden cards, UM2, and spawn the Warden, Eternal Sentinel, on the space this totem occupied. The creature has a large key ring on its side. It looks like you'll need these keys to get through those doors. Instead of killing the warden, you could try and steal the keys away from it. Any adventurer adjacent to the warden may spend 1 SP to make an agility 12 check. If they fail, the warden makes a melee attack against them. If they pass, read the section below.
Ooh, you can steal his keys.
Yeah, so agility 12 check. So this is one of the things that is not out up on the overlay are the character skills. So again, you can check out the gear grid. This is missing organic liquefy, but it does have the rest of it. You'll see down in the bottom left corner there, presence 6, lore 3, agility 5, perception 2, and strength 2, and this is for your Nightingale. So agility 12 check means that you would roll 1 purple die, Josh? Skill checks?
Yeah, 2 purple dice.
2 purple dice. And
what am I looking for?
Hold on. And add that result to the 5 agility to pass a 12. You're looking for large and small hidden cards, UM2.
No, it's backwards. All right. We need a black die to be rolled to see what oh, those combat dice are nasty. That's.
Okay, instead of muttering to yourself, you want to show me what's going on?
I need to find his matching thing.
We have a white conviction upgrade. Do you roll your conviction die for your skill check?
No, your skill check's always white. Rook should judge. Yeah, with just 1 agility.
2 books, 2 shields.
So he's going to go 2 shields after. So he's going to go 2 spaces. So he's going to go at the end of the track.
Okay, I mean, that's good. Is he a mini or a thing?
He's a cardboard cutout. The warden.
Last time we did the cardboard cutout, it was the Hamburglar.
Yeah, it was the hitting cards. Did I give you his?
No. Okay, this is the warden, and we're going to all learn about him together.
He patrols the prison.
He's weird looking. He's got eyeballs
like you.
in his armpit.
He's got eyes on all sides besides his feet.
The warden has a passive ability, the mutated aberration. Warden has immunity to poison and paralyze. During the warden's refresh phase, heal 3. So the animate would start it as part of its programming. I'm sorry, what?
He heals 2.
Who?
The animates.
Yeah, but it's part of his programming. This one is just part of the refresh phase. Like he starts off and he just heals 3. Can it move towards an opponent? Move towards the nearest opponent. Continue down. Is there an opponent adjacent? So he's trying to get all up in people's faces. He only has a movement of 3.
So he's slow.
Yeah, so he's lumbering around. Adjacent opponent's going to make a melee attack. Then move to the furthest space from the target and continue down. Is there an opponent within reach 3? Make a melee attack against the nearest opponent within reach 3. So he's got reach 3.
Ooh. Then he's going to pull 3.
Force 10 check. Continue down. What do you use to go against a force check?
Conviction check.
Did an opponent fail a conviction check this turn? Make a melee attack. Continue down. Is there an opponent within sphere of influence? Yes or no? Cast a spell 6 against all opponents within sphere of influence and inflict darkness.
That's really nasty.
Yeah, this is going to be lots of attacks.
He's got 80 health.
He's going to take a really long time to die.
And did you see his attack dice?
No. So he's got a conviction die of a white die and an orange die, which is good because it means that the spells are going to be super effective against him. His casting die, however, is a teal die, so his magic attacks are going to be pretty strong. Look at those ugly dice. His combat dice are 2 teal die. However, he always rolls the black die, so there's a chance that he could fail.
Or he gets 4 shields and just adds 4 damage to his attack.
Yeah, because he gets +1 physical damage for each shield and +2 magic damage for each star. But is that only when he casts spells that he gets magic damage, or if he makes a melee attack?
It's a melee attack. It's magic. It's just considered magic damage.
This stinks. Okay. This is the warden again. This view makes a little more sense. Not really. I mean, this one's kind of like a shoulder and his whole tentacle arm. This Strange creature. All right. So the
One
warden.
army has a weapon that hits you first, and then he runs away and he uses his like tentacle arm to smack you and grab you closer. Then he hits you again with his sword.
That's why he's got reach 3. That makes sense.
With his tentacle arm.
With his tentacle arm. Okay. So Zeke, what is Zeke? Was Zeke still moving, or was
Zeke still has 2 more movement.
You should get up close. I think that's a great idea. I think it's a terrible idea to do that, because then you're going to be within range.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna let him come closer to us.
So you're just going to chill there.
I think I'll just end my turn and chill there. I don't.
So Nightingale's agility is 5.
Oh, she's got more agility than Zeke.
Mine is 6.
Ooh, you're the sneaky sneak.
Yeah. What's Rook's?
1.
Still funny.
What's the text of 5 turns in a round? 5 times in a round you have to dodge?
5 attacks in 1 round.
Okay. So something that could happen is Zeke could go and try to steal it. He can get attacked. He could dodge that attack. Then he get attacked a bunch more times and dodge all those attacks and hopefully hit the 5.
We're all real proud of you, Josh. So, is Zeke done?
Unless he wants to move back some.
I had one because she did the thing.
Yeah, I'm going to move back 1 more space. Unless you want me to grab the loot.
Well, you can't. How much more movement does he have?
I can spend SP to spend more movement. Because I'm at 4 right now. So, like, I would have to spend 1 SP to, like, and I'll be at 2, and then I'll refresh up to 5. And then everyone else can get more prep to fight the animate, or the warden.
I mean, I guess.
All right. So I'm going to move, grab the loot.
If there's... Oh, man, I missed the chat. What did it say?
If there's one thing the internet has taught me is to stay away from tentacles. All right. So what loot did we get?
We got the red loot. You find a pile of treasure. Gain 3 random consumables.
I need some heal stuff, so that's good. Zeke's not doing so hot health-wise.
Yeah, you're a baby. Okay, it's my turn, and then Twitch, your turn is right after mine.
That was a horrible noise, Ann.
Sorry about that. Twitch, your turn is right after mine. So I'm going to have 4 SP to start off with. 1 from Nightingale's ability. Yeah, and 3 from the start of this turn.
All right, so I'm going to drink the juice box I just picked up, and I got Hyper Potion and a Bottle Blessing. So I'm going to heal 3 with Zeke.
I am going to try and steal the keys. I think...
Can you get close enough?
Not this turn, but I think
Okay.
Remi's the right character to try and steal those keys.
I don't disagree. I think that's a good call.
So I also have fly, which means there's a hole. There's a hole in the ground and a tree in the hole right here. And I might be able to use fly to my advantage to get away from him.
Hopefully what happens is you can get in there and you can flank him with us. We can make some flank steak.
Movement is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got movement of 3 and reach 3. So essentially his sphere of influence is 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, 4, 5, 6. Don't go in between the poles.
Can you go all the way on the top, on the other side of that column?
Here, because there's a hole here?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, but I can get behind the pillar, which is pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend 1 point, which leaves me at 3 points, to move by the pillar.
You can spend more SP to get into that last spot because you're going to refresh 3.
So how many SP do I spend?
1 SP to move 2 more spaces.
I believe you. I just kind of want to see it. For each additional SP spent, add 2 to your movement.
green screen am.
are limited to 1 move action per turn. Okay, so then I'm going to spend 1 SP, and I will be there by the play. Do I want to be there? 1, 2. I don't think I want to be there.
He's got to move 3 spaces. So how would he move 3 spaces?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I'm in range.
Is that line of sight?
Considering, yeah.
So what's his? Does he move if there's no one?
So, can it move toward an opponent? Yes.
Okay.
Move toward the nearest opponent. He's immediately going to move 3. That's, yeah.
Okay.
Then is there an opponent within reach 3? So I don't want to be right there. I do want to be
Okay.
1 back. I mean, I can still spend the SP because I'll just lose it. 1, 2, 3 to move there, but
Okay.
okay, Twitch. Your wands both refresh, and you have 4 SP. So it is up to you what to do. Let's take a quick look. Save up SP for dodge. I'm not sure if you're going to be within range. We can only move closer. Don't want to get within range.
I think they want to hide behind that other pillar.
So, like, you're thinking maybe here-ish?
Right there, yeah.
1,
and then next round we'll go.
Are you on the altar?
I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And you don't have line of sight here, and I don't have line of sight there. That's probably a good idea. Yep, okay. Now it is Bob the Warden's turn, because Bob's your uncle. Josh, can I move toward an opponent?
You can.
He has a movement of 3, so he is going to do that. 1, 2, trace.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an opponent adjacent?
Nope.
Is there an opponent within reach 3?
Nope.
Did an opponent fail a conviction check this turn?
Nope.
Is there an opponent within the sphere of influence?
No.
Cool story, bro. Josh, it's Rick's turn.
Okay.
Look how looming he looks. Looks very looming.
So I'm back up to 4 SP.
To tilt him a little bit so y'all can see him.
I'm going to run in. Yeah, I'll just run in.
You're just going to run in?
First, I'm going to cast Barrier on you.
Thanks. Appreciate it. So now everybody has barrier.
Yep. You got this, Rook. Steal those keys. I could try to steal the
No,
you
do
have to
it,
use an
yeah.
activation?
What?
Is it SP to try to steal?
Yes. How many?
What's the check?
She had. Wait. She had 4. She used 1 to move. She's got 3. Nightingale. Okay. You're not gonna pass it. You're just attack. Any adventurer adjacent to the warden. So you have to get adjacent first. May spend 1 SP to make an agility 12 check. Why? You left me to die last week because you didn't want to jump a hole.
Does that count as an SP?
Does what count as an SP?
It costs an SP to do it?
I literally, yes. I literally just read that to you after you asked me.
Can you move me adjacent to him, please?
If he attacks, you fail. He attacks you if you fail. You want to be here? No. Yes, you have to be here. I'd like you to get out of the way.
For what?
Everybody else. You just stand. You make a better door than a window.
Can go through the back way where you are.
Because he'd have to use his swords to move diagonally. Can he use his swords in the middle of a movement?
No. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody.
So I did that.
Now what?
I'm debating if I want to try to steal his freaking keys. And then counter his attack if it doesn't destroy me.
I'm just going to sit back here. I'm just going to watch this happen.
I gotta let chat decide.
What do you mean let chat decide?
Should Rook try to steal his keys?
feel like
Feel like what?
so
Hee hee, of course. All right, let's do it. All right, I need the other purple die.
you're a dingus. Spend your thing. Spend your SP.
Spend my SP. I need to hit a 12. So I have 1 agility. So I need an 11 plus on my roll.
Can you get an 11 on those dice?
Yeah, there's 2 7s on there, so you go up to 14. I rolled a 9.
So that's a fail.
Oh! Am I in within Twitch's sphere of influence?
We're not re-rolling for you.
No, it's a 2.
Nobody-
I have a 7.
nobody's
That's an
rerolling.
8.
Twitch needs her own die roll.
It's going to refresh on their turn.
Oh, surprise.
Tap it. They said tap it.
Oh, God. Why this gets 3.
3.
Good job. Good job. That's a
1
10.
off.
11. Time to get murderated.
So close.
Okay, so now, because you do bad things in life,
Yep. I'm going to dodge it, by the way.
yeah, you should do that. 2 teals and a black die. I really hope it's a skull.
I rolled 4 books.
That's and yet so very far away. 5, 4, it's a 9.
And a skull.
And a skull!
It's a miss. Boom, boom. Guess what? I'm going to counter. Stupid animate. Stupid warden. I rolled a 9.
Good job. The warden's defense is a 10.
I will tap my warden and start to reroll that. I rolled a 7.
The warden's defense is still a 10.
Okay.
So that was the best turn ever.
Okay.
So now it's Zeke's turn.
Okay.
What's Zeke doing?
So does everyone, one character has to dodge 5 times, or everyone has to? There has to be 5 dodges.
If you dodge 5 attacks in 1 round.
Okay. So between all of us. Everyone in the round, they're saying. Okay. The warden, the character card would say if they counter or not. Warden does not counter. Or the enemy card. What space? He's in the space in between the 2 gaps?
You're in everybody's way.
But he's in between the space on the 2 gaps, the warden.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to run up to between the 2 columns.
Zeke?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going to tap my sword to move diagonally.
Which direction?
So I'm right in front of the warden's face.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to spend an SP to distill his keys.
Can we just get the warden to jump in the hole? I really wish we could.
All right. That's a 7 plus a 5.
That's
so
a 12.
That's a 12 plus 4. So I stole his keys.
Done did it. Okay.
Done did it. Stole his keys from his butt.
You feign wide and dive past the warden's defenses, snagging the keys from its belts. Discard the blue objective token. Place the blue exit token on the space the token occupied. That's it. You opened up the door.
Cool. So we
Wait.
can just run away from this guy if we wanted to.
Could?
Good. We're not, but we could.
This token represents a large set of locked double doors. When the warden is defeated, there's a lot of text for the warden. I'd also like to point out that there is a red totem down here, so line of sight for the red totem is going to be in this area.
Oh, when you go to flank him. I'm going to use Blade Works to attack. Oh, I used the wrong dice when I attacked with Rook. I should have been white and orange, not 2 whites. I'm going to redo that roll. That's 2 4s, and then I got to do a reroll. That's 2 2s. That was horrible. I feel better though.
Do you want to re-roll it again?
No.
You should, just for posterity's sake.
All right, I rolled a 10.
Okay. The Warden's defense is a 10, so that is a success.
Cool. I have +1 physical damage.
He has 2 armor.
Yep.
Anything else?
I will attack with my 2 SP. Oh, that's much better.
That's a 14.
Rolled a 14.
That's good. So you have 4 off the bat. He's got 2 armor, so then it is 2. What symbols are on those 2 orange
I
die?
have 2 shields, so I'm going to do 2 more physical damage for my shields.
Okay.
My sword gives me +1,
So that's 5 damage.
and then I use my Masterworks on my weapon to give me +1 to the roll.
6 damage.
So 6 damage.
Do you have SP to spend to increase it?
Yep, I can do 2 more damage.
5, 6, 7 damage.
The shield combo is with Finesse. Oh, do I not have
Finesse.
a finesse? Oh, I don't have a finesse weapon. That's true.
The swords are finesse. So
No, it says. Oh no. The combo is if it with a melee weapon, it gets finesse orange. So you don't have to have finesse. You need the combo of a melee weapon. So I have it because the combo's on melee, not on the finesse keyword. That's just what the ability is called. That gives you the orange die. It's called finesse.
Cool.
I have finesse with my shield.
Is Zeke done?
Yep, Zeke's done.
Okay. You suck.
Best is when if you can
I have 5 SP.
can you get directly behind him?
I'm gonna.
Because Zeke ignores armor when he's flanking.
I'm not worried about you. I'm gonna immediately activate that totem.
Okay.
Okay. 2 SP to fly puts me at 3 SP. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Activates the red totem.
Red totem, bring on.
To the south, an earth loa
Look at this.
forms near a pile of loot. Spawn an earth loa on the space this totem occupied. Hey, look
Someone
at
like
you.
they had.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
I didn't warn you what was there. So flying does avoid break attacks.
Yes.
So Remi's really good at the backstabby.
Skull, so where's he going?
He's going right after you.
Great! Exciting.
It's gonna take him a couple turns to get near you, though.
He's coming for you. Okay, Earth Loas suck. Then place a random loot token on the normal terrain space on the west side of the Earth Loa.
Did you put the other loot back?
I did. It was a red. I remember which color it was, so now I can do it with the other ones. Thanks.
Is it a mimic?
Yes. Good talk. Okay. So that's fine. The Earth Loa is down there. If you have not joined us for an Earth Loa before, the Earth Loa has hulking, which means you can't hit it, and push it.
He doesn't turn into the Hulk. He doesn't turn big and green.
I mean, he is kind of big and green already. Conviction die, 2 white die, so very susceptible to magic damage. However, as you would suspect from a big rock monster, combat die are 2 teal die. Also, he's armor 5 because he's made of stone. Defense of 8,
That's why
health
you
of 20.
liquefy his organs.
Yeah.
His rock organs.
Yeah, they melt really quickly under the sun. Okay, so that was, what was I?
For a moment.
5, 6, 6, 7. I don't get break attack because
You're flying.
I'm flying, which is great. Land right behind the warden. Hope I don't die.
Now you're flanking him.
Now I'm flanking. And Josh, what do you get for flanking?
You get +1 to your roll, and you're going to do +3 damage.
So I am going to be hitting him with my halberd. I rolled a 5 and a 2, which is a 7. That sucks because it needs a 10. However, I have, for my high armor helm, I can exhaust my ability to re-roll my die. I rolled a Josh. An 8.
Plus 1, so it's a 9. He's got 10 though, right?
Yeah. Great. Wonderful. I'm going to die now.
All right. So you're going to
Garbage
go down
dice,
2 SP,
correct.
so you have 1 SP left.
Cool story, bro.
All right.
So now it is the Earthloa's turn. Joshua, is there an ally within the sphere of influence without barrier?
Nope.
Is there more than one opponent adjacent?
Nope.
Can it move and attack an opponent within reach 2?
Nope.
Movement 4. Otherwise, move towards the nearest opponent. So he's just going to lumber 1, 2, 3, 4. There.
Yep.
Great. Wonderful. Way too close for comfort. It is now Twitch's turn. So Twitch, you have 5 SP.
Yep. They need to take probably a step or 2 forward so they can blast at the warden.
You have, yeah. If you move 1 to the left, 1, you have to go in there because you can't. Corner to corner. You could move here. 1, 2. Step out and liquefy between Rook and Zeke's head. Yeah, I
But
think
if they
that's
come in, if he runs away,
1.
I think it just makes more sense for them to stand between the pillars because they're going to attack. He's going to attack the people adjacent to him. No reason why not to be a
He's
little
got
bit
reach
closer.
3.
That's
Cast
after he
the
moves.
spell 6 against all opponents within the sphere of influence to inflict darkness. Why do you want her to get? I would stay there.
Because when the Earthlower moves closer,
Yeah, and attacks me.
they can liquefy the Earthlower next. I don't. Can they? Are they going to be able to liquefy the Earthlower from where they're at right now? I think the line of sight is going to be blocked.
Pick up the warden for a second. Center to center.
It has range 2, so he's not going to do that space. He's going to be 1 space over.
Fine.
Because they're going to be able to
Try
like
and
one
get
one shot that Earthlower, where
Okay.
it's going to be a little bit more dicey for us.
And what did Twitch say?
Oh, they haven't said anything. They just said step out. I think they should go in between the rocks and do it because they'll be. The warden's going to attack us, then he's going to move back his 3 spaces and do a range attack into one of us again.
Is he going to move through me?
It says move away from whoever he attacked, I think. So yeah, he would. He might be stuck. I don't know.
So from here, with 4 SP, I think the direction is organic liquefy.
Damn right.
All right, so we're going to use 3 SP. Leaves Twitch with, you folks are going to have 1 SP left. We'll do organic liquefy. Roll the orange die. Warden would need to make a jump check. He jumps in the hole, we win. Oh my god, that would be so great. If we've blocked him in and he has to jump in the hole.
Yep. I think that might be what happens.
3 plus a 6 is a 9. The warden rolls a white and an orange die for their conviction. So as long as they roll less than a 9, like an 8. I'd like them to roll an 8. That would be perfect. It's not an 8 on 1 die, 13. So they pass their conviction check. That sucks. However, you have the Wand of Hindsight, so if you would like, we can re-roll that 3.
That's yeah, he rolled a 13. So they need to roll a 7 plus on the orange die. We have a 33% chance. I mean, it doesn't hurt. I mean, tap the wand to do it, I would think.
Do it. Done. Be a 7. Not a 7. Poop. Okay. However, we still have Gore Shot. there's still 1 SP for Gore Shot if you all want to do that, or do you want to save your SP for next round?
They're probably not gonna have to move next round. That's up to them though. I don't think they'll have to.
Trying to figure out whether the warden jumps down the hole. Pew pew! Orange dice, buddy. And then a white and an orange for the conviction dice.
Just more curious if I don't think they can walk through adventures. That was my question, but I'm not seeing anything. I don't think they can. Is that the roll?
The first 4 was from before.
Okay.
This 9. 9 against the 10. That's a hit.
Yep.
So that is 2 points of magic damage.
And they can do another 2 points if they take 1 damage.
That's true. I'm just going to do it this way because it'll be easier for me to track. So if you'd like to take irreducible damage, you can do another 2 points of damage to the monster. That is up to you. And I think we can do that retro because it's not going to impact anything. Don't think at this point is worth it. That works.
How much damage have we done to the warden?
9.
Okay.
80 points of damage left.
80 left or 80 total?
80 total. So 71. Joshua.
Yep.
Can it move towards an opponent? Not really.
No, it's already.
Is there an opponent adjacent?
Yeah.
It doesn't say who to attack.
He can attack Rook.
So we're going to do a melee attack.
I'll have him attack Zeke.
With 2 teal and a black. Is Zeke going to dodge?
Zeke is definitely gonna dodge.
It's right in front of you to your left. Oh, it heals 3. You're absolutely correct. Thank you. Good catch.
I rolled 2 shields.
It rolled an 11 with 4 books. So that's good.
2 shields, so I dodged the attack.
That's great. That's not so bad. Okay. Then move to the furthest space from the target.
So he's gonna jump over a gap.
Oh, so good. It needs to make a jump check.
So it's 1 black die.
And then...
and he's gonna perform 3 break attacks from us as he does this.
what happens first, the jump or the break attacks?
The break attacks as he's attempting to move from the space.
Well, he rolled 3 shields and a book for his jump attempt.
Yep.
So what does that mean?
That means he's fine. If he rolls a skull, he dies in the hole.
So we're all going to get a break attack against him?
Mm-hmm. Would you like to go first?
Yes, very much so. Okay. May I please have the 2 white die? My hammer helm's exhausted. Alright, we're going to pretend I dropped that, because I'm going to cheat. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I did drop it, and I don't even feel bad about that. That's 12.
Plus 1 to your roll, because you're flanking.
13. Okay, so he has defense of 10 with an armor of 2. Alone, I've done 1 damage. However, I do get icon bonuses. So 2 physical damage for each of my 2 shields. So I'm going to add 3 damage and a plus 1 naturally. So that is 4 damage plus 1 for the star. That is 5 damage. So I'm so happy that he decided to jump. I've just hit him for 5 points of damage.
All right. Zeke's going to go now.
Okay, go ahead, Zeke.
I rolled a 7.
Can you reroll those?
Plus 8. No, I have nothing to reroll. Yep. So Zeke does nothing.
Rook?
I need a white die. Oh, I rolled a 13.
That's much better. So start off with 3, take 2 away for the armor. We've got 1 natural damage.
I have 2 shields, so it's going to do another 2 damage.
3?
I can either do 1 more damage, or I can move 2 spaces and just follow him as he's trying to get away from us.
I think you should do 1, 2. Where would you move?
Right there.
Then land him here.
Yeah. And he has 1 more movement, so he'd move 1 space away there, so he'd still be in front of me.
Does he get another break attack?
Nah, it's only 1 break attack per turn. But then he'll still be in front of me.
I would move.
Yeah, I'm going to move. I'm not going to do the extra damage.
So 3 points of damage and a movement.
Yep.
And then he's going to wind up here.
Yep.
3 points of damage. I'm just going to grab 3 because it's easier to count. Okay, so he has moved. You've done the damage. We're still continuing. Continue on down. Is there an opponent within reach 3? Sure is.
Yep.
Make a melee attack against Rook.
Okay.
So 2
I'll dodge.
heals.
I have 1 SP left, so I can dodge. Cool.
And a black die.
I rolled 1 shield.
Ouch. Ouch.
Okay.
14
14 versus my 11.
and a shield.
So he did 3 damage. So he's done 3 damage so far.
Yes.
Okay. And what's...
You have armor.
Yeah, I have 3 armor, so that ignores it.
And so then he does 1 shield, which is 1 physical damage from the book. Plus he's got 1, 2, 3 more. So it's 4 damage.
4.
And then 1 star on that 8.
6.
9, 10. 5, 6. 5, 6. 5, 6.
6. All right. I can ignore 3 of it.
Well, okay. But now the other 1 more physical damage and 2 magic damage.
Yep. So I take a 3 damage?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. I'm sorry, Josh. Oh,
I'm only at 11 health.
he's all right. He'll be just fine because he's
I had the ability to remove all the icons from a die. The tank.
Thank you.
Actually, if I remove it all from that 8, which had the star and the 2 shields,
It would take the 2 physical damage and 2
we take the magic damage away and take
2
the
magic
1
damage
the 1
and 2 physical damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So okay, so that means it's 0 damage. And can you counter now?
Yes, I can.
So then, can you counter him even though? Oh yeah, because the counter is different from a break attack. Okay, so Warden's defense is 10.
I rolled a 8. Oh, I got a reroll for my counter.
So you're exhausting your mace.
Ah, there we go.
What'd you roll?
14.
That's much better. So 4 above the defense, take away 2 automatically for the armor. So what do you have left from there?
So I did 2 damage after the armor. I have 3 shields, so that's going to give me +2 to my attack, so that's going to be 4 damage. And I have a star, which is another +1. That's 5 damage, because I can't use the 2 movement to do anything.
Yeah, cool. 5 damage. I like it.
I smack him.
Hit him hard. Cool. So let me ask you, does that cancel him there?
Yep, that follow-up will not happen, but he'll still do continue down.
Okay, so he's not going to do the pull check. Did an opponent fail a conviction check this turn? No.
No.
Is there an opponent within sphere of influence? This is the sucky part. Okay, so we're going to cast spell 6 against all opponents within the sphere of influence for darkness. It's a spell 6, which means we need to pass a spell check of 6.
All of us.
Sphere of influence 1, 2, yeah, all of us. So Twitch
Has 2 white dice.
2 casting upgrade.
Oh,
So you get
casting or conviction?
this is casting
Okay.
and
That's conviction.
this is conviction. Also casting. Cool. Okay. So
how
19.
much damage do you have? 19 damage?
15, 16, 17, 18. 19. You're right. Your math is correct. He's got 19 damage. So players start off with 2 purple die for conviction. However, you have 2 items that help you with your conviction. The first one is the Enchanted Piercings, which gives you 1 white conviction upgrade. So it'd be a purple and a white die. But also when making a conviction check, books add +1 to your roll because of the cloak. So we're going to roll a white die and a purple die for your conviction check.
All right. I rolled it. What's the check?
A 6.
Is it a spell 6?
Yes.
All right, so he needs to roll his casting die.
Yes, but we're going to figure out.
I rolled an 8, so I probably failed.
So Twitch rolled 7 +1 for the book,
So
which is 8, which means you have the 8. He's going to roll a teal casting die.
What does... I have no casting upgrade, so it's just 2 purple die. What is your conviction check?
I have a lot of things in my head right now. So he rolled a 5 + 6 is an 11. Twitch has an 8, which means they did not pass the conviction check.
Zeke also rolled an 8, and Rook also rolled an 8.
Yeah. So everybody is going to get darkness so far, which is poopy. Josh, what does darkness do?
-1 defense, and you may not dodge.
It's stinky. And they can't re-roll their conviction check because that wand is exhausted. I have 2 white conviction die upgrades. Where'd my cloak go? I have a cloak too.
No, the cloak went to Twitch because you got something else, I think. You got the heart box.
Oh, no, because that's pink. That doesn't make sense. Because this would have replaced my core. These are all my consumables.
How can you clear darkness? You need to use an ability to get you rid of. So I have a... I have some magic bomb, which will let you remove an effect from an ally within Sphere of Influence.
I really thought I had a cloak. I had a cloak and Twitch had a cloak. Did I? Ha! Because it's right in front of me, that's why. Good thing I have my glasses on. Okay, so I have... Both of my dice are upgraded to white. And then I have my cloak, which gives me the same book benefit. I rolled an 11 plus 1 book is a 12. So I passed.
You pass.
I'm pretty good against magic because of all of that.
Okay.
Okay, so I can dodge. That's the end of his turn.
Okay.
Now it is Rook's turn.
All right. So Rook's going to get 3 SP.
Yep.
I can't get rid of the barrier. Oh, Rook should still be at full health because I dodged that attack. 14. I guess I'm just going to spend all my SP and I'm going to attack with an empowered die. So I can have the white die, please. So I'm going to use the black die to attack.
You can do that by spending how many SP?
An extra SP. So I have 3 SP because I gained 3 at the turn, so I'm using all my SP to attack.
You can leave the dog behind. But if you don't dodge?
I rolled a 12.
Okay, his defense is a 10.
So it beats him by 2.
His armor is a 2, so base 0.
Base 0. I rolled 3 shields,
Okay, what does that give you?
which will give me +2 damage.
Okay. What else?
That's it.
Oh. So he's got 2 more damage. That's even including the icons in your empowered die? There's a lot of icons over there.
I got all the books. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. If I had books on my dice,
It'd be a different story.
it'd be a different story, but I don't. So
we're at 21. 21. We're at 21 damage, and now it is Zeke's turn.
yes.
So Zeke is no longer adjacent,
No.
but he can move up 1 and then use his swords to move diagonally to get all up my grill, or he can go kill the Earthlaw. I'm okay with that as well. Quarter of the way there.
Should I jump over the gap? It's going to get me an attack of opportunity on me. I don't really want that, though. Alright, I'll do the stupid movement to get them.
Or you can take the attack of opportunity and try and counter.
I have no dodges, so...
Oh, that's right.
Wait.
Can you dodge in the air?
Yeah, I can dodge in the air. I'm going to use the magic bomb.
What does that do?
It removes an effect from me, so I'm going to remove darkness from me.
That works.
What's my health at? It's at 10. So then I can jump over the gap. I can get a boost from Rook there.
Can you?
Yeah, because he would be adjacent to the space I would be jumping from.
Okay. Even though he's across the jump?
If I moved one space over and then jumped over.
So you're thinking going this way?
Yeah, then jump over.
Okay.
So I passed my check. Because his 6 plus my 4 is a 10.
Which is the jump check.
Which is the jump check. So I'm jumping over. He's going to do an attack. He's going to do a break attack on me.
Which is 2 teal and a black.
Yep. Okay, there's so much. Yeah, there's a lot. You asked for 3 teals. Just take the first 2.
Let's pick the first 2.
And I'm going to dodge.
Because now you took darkness away.
Yeah. I rolled 4 books. Completely useless. 14.
Am I max health? Yeah. Okay. So we're taking the 2 first ones, which is, you're right, 14 and 4 shields on top of that. What did you roll for your dodge? All the books.
Oh, I have a reroll.
You.
Once per turn, Zeke may reroll his dodge roll. That's 1.
1 shield.
I'm going to tap my leather jacket to reroll my dodge roll.
You keep on rolling that.
It's a skull.
That's a skull.
All right.
So your dodge fails. You 8, 14. Your defense is 10. You no longer have darkness, so 4 right off of the bat damage.
Yep.
He's
Bat
got
damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shields. Ew. Which is +1 physical damage each.
Yep.
Where are we at now?
So that's 4 plus 7.
Is 11 plus 2 magic damage for the star.
So that's 13 damage.
That's ugly.
With my 10 health. You reduce physical damage dealt to you from physical attacks by 2. So it's going to go down by 2. So that's 11 damage. And then the first time each turn you're dealt physical damage, you reduce it by 2. So I'm going to take that down another 2. So I'm taking 9 damage. So I have 1 health left.
You have that bottled blessing.
And
an HP potion.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink
everything that you can possibly get your hands on.
So I'm gonna heal 6 and gain an SP. So that's 7 health. All right. And now I'm gonna use Blade Works to attack.
Okay. Warden has 10 defense. Drink your Capri Sun. You'll be fine.
I rolled a 9. I'm going to tap my sword now to reroll the 2.
Okay.
I rolled a 6. Cool. 13.
Okay. So that's 3 off the bat minus 2 for the armor is 1.
All right. I'm going to add +1 to my roll.
2.
I'm going to do +1 physical damage from my other sword.
3.
And then I have 2 shields, so it's another 2 damage.
5.
And then I'm going to spend 3 SP to do 6 additional damage.
6, 7, 8.
Wait.
6, 7, 8.
We're at 5.
You said
Spent
you.
3 SP to deal an additional 6 damage.
Oh, 6. I thought it was
Yes.
3.
No.
No. Okay. So then it is 11.
Yes.
So 5 and these 3. Give me a minute to do my accounting. Don't make fun of how I do this. It helps me.
And we're at 1 dodge so far. This round. Trying to get the 5.
Sorry. I meant to do that. I meant to be much smoother about it. Okay, 2
Do I want to do...
10s.
Shit. Do I want to do that?
5.
I might want to take back 2 damage.
It's too late. I'm already moving stuff around. It's not too late. I have 2 singles.
Yeah. Take back 2 damage. I want to leave myself with 1 SP so I can dodge one more time.
Okay, so it's 30 damage is what he's got so far.
Okay.
So he's got 50 health left.
Cool.
That's a lot. Okay, that's the end of Zeke's turn.
Yep.
So now it's my turn. Why can't you just be where I need you to be?
My fault. He just keeps moving.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 4 SP. I have 4 SP. I had 1. I gained 3. I'm going to go here. So I still get flanking with my reach even if I'm away, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to move. Spend 1 SP and just move. And then I have 3 SP left. And I'm going to roll to try and hit it. Should I?
Can you heal Zeke at all? With all your consumables?
I have 2 throwing knives. I have fortitude for SP and a smoke bomb. I have a juice box left. I don't really want to give it to you, but I'll give it to you because I hate you.
So you heal me by 3.
Keep my fortitude out. Fine. Okay.
Oh, I updated the wrong person. Rook should be at 14. Zeke should be at 10 now.
Okay.
Which is, yeah, which is that.
Now you've interrupted my whole train of thought. So rude. Okay. So now I'm flanking. I'm going to attack. 5 and a 3 is an 8. Doesn't do anything. Reroll my 3. 5 and a 4 is a 9. I'm flanking.
1 is 10.
That's enough. Okay. So my garbage 5 and 4 is just enough to hit. It's going to... What do I get for damage for flanking?
You're going to get plus 2 damage. So you're going to do...
1 damage because he's got 2 armor.
You're going to get plus 1 from your ability.
Yep, so it's 2, and I have 2 shields, which means I'm going to do 2 more, so that's 4. And then I have nothing else, so it's just 4 damage. I'm okay with this. Not as quite as impressive. 3 and 1. I spent 1, and then it's 2 to attack? Yeah.
Yep.
So leaves me with 1 SP. I wish that was better, but it's not. It is what it is.
All right. Whose turn next?
It is now the Earthloa's turn. Can he just die, like, randomly? Is there an ally within sphere of influence without barrier? No.
Nope.
Is there more than 1 opponent adjacent? No. Can it move and attack an opponent within reach 2? I'm
Yes.
scared. 4. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Move to be within reach 2 of the nearest opponent. Bam! You didn't see that, but bam. So, he's really big. What you can't see is that Zeke is right here. So, he's going to make a melee attack with reach 2 against
I'm dodging.
Zeke. Cool.
I rolled 4
So
bucks.
2 teal dice for the attack. It's not as...
I did nothing. It's a second dodge, though. 4 and a 5. Yeah.
He misses.
Misses. I'm good.
The next thing is a follow-up, so it doesn't.
Yep.
So that's it. Can you counter?
No, because he's not adjacent to me.
That's right.
I could if he was, but he's not.
Okay. So that's the end of the Earth Loa's turn. That was awesome. And up next is y'all, Nightingale.
I think they should kill the Earth Loa.
Earth Loa has health 20. They're not going to kill it.
They can get close. I think their time spent better trying to take out that Earth Loa while we handle this dude.
Melt the rock.
Liquefy the Loa.
Liquefy the Loa.
So spend all their SP, right?
Okay, so yes, so you have 3 SP. He's in 1, 2, 3, 4-ish.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4-ish. So we're going to spend all of the SP to cast Organic Liquefy. You cast an orange casting die. Earth Loa has 2 white conviction die. This light is so close so that the green screen doesn't green screen, and I look yellow. I look like I'm in the sun right now. So the first, oh, I hit orange twice. Sorry. So 6 and 6 is a 12.
Yep.
Although I really love that 8 roll, and I wish we could just lie and pretend it was the 8, but it's literally right there.
6.
Oof.
And
And a 2.
So it's 8.
And that means that the Earth Loa is going to take 8 damage. Boom. Cool. 5 and 3 is 8. And they have 12 health left. And that is the end of Twitch's turn.
Okay.
Good job. Joshua, it is now the Warden's turn.
All right.
Can it move toward an opponent?
It's already... I mean, it could move towards you.
I don't think it would it?
This
Move
isn't-
toward the nearest opponent.
Yeah, it's already adjacent.
Is there an opponent adjacent? Yes. And make a melee attack. So again,
Who's he attacking?
2 teals and a black. Who would he attack? Rook, just 'cause.
Okay.
Are you dodging?
I can't dodge. I have darkness.
So should it attack Zeke?
Zeke can't dodge either, but he
Okay.
doesn't have darkness.
It's going to attack Rook because Rook, well, it doesn't matter. Rook's got health, he won't die. So 5, 8, and 4 books, so that's okay. 13 against Rook's 10.
9. Because I have darkness. -1 defense.
9 means that it was 4 damage regular. What's the armor?
4 damage. I have 3 armor.
So that's 1 damage.
Yep. It's got 3 shields, so it's going to be 3 damage. So that's 4.
That's correct.
Plus the star, which is an additional 2.
5,
so it's
6.
6. So it's doing 6 damage to me. I could reduce it by 3. So it's 3 damage. So I'm at 11.
Then move to the furthest space from the target. And it is going to get 3 break attacks because 1 from you,
Yep.
1 from Zeke, and my cool little halberd gives me break attacks on reach 2.
So why don't you go first?
Okay. I'm going to roll my garbage die. 5 and 6 is an 11. That's a hit.
+1, because you're flanking.
12. Okay, this is not so bad. I have, so 11 against his defense of 10 is 1. 2 armor makes it -1, but I have 1 physical damage from my thing, which makes it 0. I have 2 shields, which is +2 physical damage,
And you get +3 from the flanking.
which means 5 damage against the Warden.
Oh, I have, everyone has barrier on them, so everyone has +1. It's tokens. I can update the armor, though.
Yeah, sorry. we can't really see it there either. This is the text for the barrier token. But you're absolutely correct. I wish maybe we should look into a way of like denoting temporary armor bonuses. Also denoting how my green screen is being rude. Okay, so 5 damage. Was it 25? I wish it was at 50. 5 more damage against the warden. And Rook or Zeke's going next.
Rook will go. I need a white die, please.
Sure. That was a good roll.
13.
Okay, so against his 10th is 3. 2 armor is 1.
Okay. So 1 damage. I have 2 shields, so I'm going to do an additional 2 damage. And I have a star, which will give me an additional damage.
4. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And I would use the 2 movement to move, but the stupid gap's there. Because I could have made it so I moved, so I would be...
you don't want to jump it?
I could be flanking with Zeke.
Why did you ignore my question?
Zeke could technically throw me, because he's adjacent to me. Yeah, let's do it. So minus 2 damage, or 1 damage.
Wait, where do you think he's going, though?
I'm going to go on the other side of Zeke, so Zeke will head flanking.
So if he's going to move 3 away from you,
Yeah.
he's going to go, like, here.
I don't care where he's going.
Why would you go here?
No, I'm talking about the other side of the warden from Zeke, so Zeke would get flanking on his turn when he gets his break attack right now. Move your finger down.
I don't
one.
think that Zeke can give you a bonus.
Yes, he can. He's adjacent to me when I'm jumping over that spot. It works. It's weird, but it works. I'm jumping it.
What do you have
Did
to
he
roll?
remove 1 damage from the warden? Because I'm going to use my star for that instead of the damage. I have to roll 5 plus. I rolled a 9. I would have made it anyway if he didn't help me throw. So I'm there. Now Zeke's going to go.
Yeah. Now you
Zeke's
get the flanking
flanking.
bonus.
Zeke ignores armor on flanking.
Did you count the flanking bonus when you attacked it from me on that side?
No, I did not. So I would have done additional 4 damage. I don't think I did.
I don't think that you did either.
All right, so I rolled a 9, which kind of sucks.
Because he's got...
He didn't have flanking. You're reach 2, but she's a threat from reach 2, I believe. As long as someone on the opposite side is I don't know if it has to be a threat, though, or exactly how it works. So I'm there. So that's +1. That's a 10, which is just enough to hit.
I move the 4 to the side. The rules say reach has flank, adjacent doesn't.
Oh, the other person on the other side doesn't? Okay, so remove the 4 damage.
Okay.
All right. So I get +1 for flanking, so that's a 10.
Okay, so it
do-
meets.
+3 because of flanking. I ignore armor when I flank.
Okay, so that's 3, right?
3, and I get +1 physical damage for my sword, so that's 4
4.
damage. Poopy roll, but...
Okay. So that is the 3...
Yep. So 1. No, he's going to try to go the other way.
Now that you moved?
No, he's going to go the way he was going, but he's going to try... He has to jump over that gap.
Why?
'Cause
You
that
were
would be
here.
Yeah, that would be only 2 spaces away from me. He's going to try to move 3 spaces away, so he's going to try to get next to you. So he's going to jump over the gap, hopefully die in the freaking hole. He has to go as far away from Rook. So he's going to die, hopefully. Nope, so he's going to just be...
Next to me or over here?
Just as far away from Rook, so we could put it in either spot.
I think he would go here. Okay, I think it is most advantageous for him to move here because the Earth Loa gives barriers to its adjacent allies.
It's within Spear of Influence. He would still get it if he was adjacent to you. This is the first time the Earth Low would be there.
Okay, then maybe he's breaking.
I think he would go near you, so he can pummel you in the face.
I hate you a lot. Okay. Sorry, I keep on forgetting. Like, I want to have the card up, but I want you guys to be able to see what's going on, too. Just so much.
Okay.
Okay, so we decided, although you can't see my character anymore, I am behind there. I'm going to see if I can. There we go. I'm just going to put him to the side
really
so you can
slim.
see a wing. Zeke is over here. There is...
Earthlower should be one more spot down.
Here?
No.
No, here.
No.
Here.
Not yet. There.
There is a hole in the ground and a tree in the hole. There is a hole here, and Rook is all the way over here. Y'all are here, so you are within sphere of influence of the Earthloa, but no longer of the Warden.
Okay. So what's the Earthlower? What's the Warden gonna do next?
So it's attacked and moved. Is there an opponent within reach 3?
Yep.
Sure is. Make it a melee attack against the nearest opponent within reach 3.
That's you.
Thanks, Josh.
You can dodge.
I am going to dodge. I'm going to use my shirt to dodge. Attack deals no damage. I cannot exhaust the card and counter. Let's see how this works. So his big attacky die are 2 teals and a black die. I have armor 10 defense.
Yep.
I rolled 2 shields.
All right. So he rolled a 12. You got a 12.
Wait a second. I have a 12, but I also have armor 1. That doesn't mean anything.
The armor doesn't mean anything. So he hits.
Man, why? That's rude.
He just barely hits. So he's going to do 6 damage because he has 6 shields.
There's got to be something I can do. Is there nothing I can do?
Your heart box should have as
This is not important, Joshua. I'm trying to avoid getting hit, not be okay with my hits. That sucks.
What's your familiar do?
I gain health.
I thought there's a dodge option on there too.
If I flip it, I can dodge and gain +1 SP.
Ah.
But I have a bunch of stuff that I can... Man, 2 shields. I don't have anything else. Are you sure your stuff is correct? 10, 11... Oh, because the utility core... my utility core is gone. I should not have gotten the smoke bomb. I will give it back. Oh, sorry.
So he does 6 damage. You have 1 armor, right? Or 2 armor?
I have 2 armor because
And just
I have...
You have barrier, and you have anything else that gives you armor?
No, I just have barrier. Okay.
So just 1 armor.
So it's 5 damage.
Yep.
Ugh,
How much health does your health box have?
2.
How much can it have? Because you should be at max on there.
Damage. No, because I haven't been healed again. Oh, yeah, because I dealt damage and I do the thing. Yeah, so it has max. So it has 3. So that takes care of 3, so I take 3 damage.
You take 6. No, you take 2 damage.
Okay. Goodbye, little heart box. So what we were talking about there is this cool little thing that I get with the heart box. Whenever I'm healed and have 0 damage, you may add a damage token to that box up to 3 so that I can use that health first. It's like a thing. My familiar gives me a heal 1 every time I do damage. So if I attack at full health and I deal damage, my hearts will go up to here until it fills up. Cool. Done. That's
And that's a unique item, man. So don't complain that you don't have any unique items.
This is not important. And you have the little bodysuit that you think is so cool.
It is cool.
You've got more than enough over there, Joshua. I don't like playing this game with you like you play KDM with Matt.
So now you have to do a Force 10 check.
What am I rolling? The purple die?
No, whatever your conviction is.
Oh, 2 white. And then I get the bonus for the books, right? Just like a conviction,
Yep.
regular conviction check?
Yeah.
Okay, so 13,
So you pass.
14, 15. Not that you needed that, but. So did an opponent fail a conviction check? No. Is there an opponent with sphere and influence? Yes. So we, except for Twitch, are all going to do another conviction check.
I don't think darkness stacks. So I don't think there's a reason for Rook to check again.
I
but
rolled a
me and you
13. I
should.
passed.
I rolled a 11. He needs to roll a teal die, doesn't he?
Sorry.
So you don't know if he passed.
I rolled a 13, 15.
Roll low. Please. 5.
His
So it's
is
an 11.
You darkness again?
Yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Where's the
Darkness tokens?
Yeah, where's right here. All right. That's the end of his turn.
Okay. That was terrible. It's now Rook's turn.
All right. So Rook can move 2 spaces closer, and he'll be at diagonal with the Warden. Right?
How much movement does... Oh, he can't go that way. What if you...
Or I can go try to screw up the Earthlow.
1, 2, jump here. Do this. That way I can get
No.
flanking. What do you mean no?
I can go hit the Warden, or I can go try to throw the Earthlow into a hole.
He's hulking. How are you going to throw him in a hole?
I'm gonna summon a freaking pit under him with my shield.
Is it a pit or a rock?
It's a pit. Place a 1x1 dangerous terrain, which is the exclamation marks, orthogonally adjacent to your figure in a straight line. If this would defeat a figure, they must pass a jump check to move to the nearest unoccupied non-dangerous terrain space, or be defeated.
Are you sure? Can you show me where that's...
Yeah, boss is auto pass, but I'm trying to do it
Yeah.
against the Earthloa.
Are you... Can you show me in the rulebook where the exclamation mark is specifically the dangerous terrain?
Oh, you just don't believe me. It says right there, exclamation mark is dangerous.
Gross. It doesn't make sense that a shield would make a hole in the ground.
It's the bone shaker.
What does that mean?
Shakes the bones in the ground and makes a hole.
All right. Whatever you
The
say.
monster beneath. There's a monster under the ground that I control, and it just summons holes. It's tremors.
You're...
I control the tremors.
Oh my gosh. Can you figure out what you're going to do with your whole life?
So do I attack the Warden, or do I... Who goes after me, Zeke?
Yeah.
Zeke's just in a horrible spot. I want Zeke to get the flank.
Oh, I didn't do the Warden's heal 3. No, I did. Necessarily any better.
Put me next to you.
Here?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go do the Earthloa.
Oh, I'll let Twitch liquefy it.
This doesn't help me with flanking.
I know. I can't get in flank without him getting attacks of opportunity on me. And having the Loa get attack of opportunities on me.
The Warden, 30. This is a 5. Give me 2 seconds.
I need a white die, please. No, I'm going to heal at the beginning of my turn, so I'm at 12 health.
30, 43. So it is 37. The warden's health is 37 right now.
I rolled a 10. It's enough to hit.
Yeah.
I have 1 star, so it's +1 physical damage. That doesn't do any damage.
You're so sad. Why are you so grouchy? So depressed. So depressed. That's how you are.
All right,
You're so sad. Either
the
you're
end
so
of Rook's
happy
turn.
because you think you're super cool, or you cry. So now it's Zeke's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be entertaining. I need to get my tea.
Go get your tea. Does Zeke want to go and get attacks of opportunities against everything in the freaking thing? So Zeke could get... Oh, that looks horrible.
I'm fixing it. Stop talking.
Still looks horrible.
Do your work.
So bad. So bad.
It's so easy to sit on the other side of the table and critique Joshua.
I know. I'm good at that. All right, I'm going to jump over the gap. The warden gets an attack of opportunity on me, so I need him to attack. I hope I live. I can't dodge. Oh, God. And this is probably where Zeke dies. It's a 13 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 9, 10, 11 damage. He's at 10 health. I reduced that by 4. Oh, I have not -1 defense. So it's 12 damage. I reduce it by 4. So that's 8 damage. I have one armor. So it's 7 damage. So Zeke's got 3 health left. Right, can you put Zeke across from you on the warden?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Cross
So
from
he's
you.
flanking.
This is flanking.
No, that's not flanking. He needs to move 1 more space closer to that exit.
Oh, here.
Yes.
Kidding. Yeah.
And now he's going to use Blade
Because you
Works.
moved diagonally?
I jumped over the gap.
Oh.
A 7 and a 3. That's a 10.
Okay.
I'm going to re-roll that 3. My sword. It's a 4. It's slightly better.
It's an 11, and you're flanking.
It's 11 flanking, so that's 12.
Okay.
I'm going to get +3 for the flanking, so that puts me at 15. I'll add +1 to my roll, so it's 16.
Okay.
17.
For what?
My sword.
Okay.
17 plus 6.
+6.
Because I'm going to spend all 3 of my SP.
So you get 2 damage for
So
each
I'm at-
SP.
Yeah, so 23.
Minus, okay.
23. I ignore his armor, so minus the 10 defense is 13 damage.
Okay. That's much better.
And I'm going to activate Flight Drive.
What does that mean?
I get to do 1 more attack. Hit 12. Plus 1 is 13. Plus 3 is 16, 17, 18. So I'm going to do 8 more damage.
Very good. 5. And one of these to be a 3.
Geez, Zeke can hit like a train when he wants to. And those weren't good rolls. They were actually mediocre rolls.
Okay, so he has 64 damage on him right now, which means he has 16 health left.
Okay.
So you're
Whose
done?
turn is it now?
My turn.
Okay.
I don't need to move because I have reach 2 and I'm already flanking. I'm going to get my 3 SP, which will bring me up to 4. Should I empower on my attack?
I think you should just hit twice. Empower gives you more chance to miss, and if you roll really poorly, it's not going to help.
Okay. So that's an 11. Plus 1 is 12.
Okay. Plus 3 for the flank.
Plus 3 for the flank. Plus
15.
2 for my 2 shields.
16, 17. Plus 1 for your weapon. So that's 18.
Plus 1 for the star.
19.
And that.
He has 2 armor. Right?
Yeah.
So minus 12, that's 7 damage.
That's not bad. Okay. And you say 5 and 5 is 10.
Plus 1 is 11.
Plus 1 is 11.
Plus 3 is 14. Plus 2 shields.
15.
Is 16. Plus 1 from your weapon is 17.
Wait. Go again. 10.
10. Plus 1 for the flank.
11.
Plus 3 for the flank. The other bonus for flanking.
14.
14. Plus 2 for your shields.
15, 16.
Plus 1 for your weapon.
17.
17. Minus the 12, so you do 5 more damage. And you heal 2.
Yeah.
So your 12 is... And you have 12 max health or 14 max health? 12, right?
12.
Okay.
Did I just do something wrong? Oh, I was going to grab those up and make them a 25. Because I can. But then I second guessed myself. Because 2 10s. Yeah. $75, $76. So he's got 76 now. Yes, damage.
So he needs 4 more damage?
Yes. And it's the Earth Loa's turn. Or we could kill Loa for loots. Is that a possible?
You can throw your throwing knives at it if you wanted to.
It's going to have... Okay, you're suggesting that I throw my throwing knives at the Warden to try and kill it for 4 damage.
It's got 2 armor.
It's got 2 armor.
So if you roll a 6+, you kill it. So it's a 33% chance you kill it. That's up to you.
Alright, fine. I'll throw my throwing stars. Get the purple die. I'll throw my other one. It's a 5.
Do 3 damage. It's got 1 health left.
So lame. That's so lame. I can't do anything for 1 damage. I can't even sneeze at it. Okay.
You can smack it with your plank.
Nope. Sure aren't going to do that. Definitely not going to do that.
All right.
I'm just going to put my plank in my bag. I could throw this quiver at it. I feel like that should...
You just need to gore shot him. Yeah, all you guys need to do is gore shot him.
Okay, so
Earthloa's
Twitch.
turn.
I know y'all were... Yeah, Earthloa's turn. Then we can still hit the Loa.
They can hit the Warden, kill it, and then zap the Earthloa.
With Gore Shot?
Yeah.
Okay, Warden's turn.
That's not the warden's turn. It's
It's
the
Earthloa's
Earthloa's
turn.
turn.
The Earthloa has 8 damage on it. Is there an ally within sphere of influence without barrier?
Yes, there is.
So the stupid warden gets stupid barrier, which gives him stupid +1 armor. I love this move. I love the discussion. I love it. Is there more than one opponent adjacent? No. Can it move and attack? Josh. Within reach 2.
Yeah.
Doesn't even need to move. It's gonna attack Zeke.
All right.
And it is 2 teal die.
Yeah, you guys can tap your 1 for the 6 for the warden, and then 4 and a 5. Oh, that's just a hit.
Did you dodge? You
I
can't
can't dodge.
You have darkness.
But I don't think it gets any bonus. This shield gives it +1 physical damage. All right, so it's gonna do 1 damage to.
Is
to
it?
me.
Do you have anything that'll reduce the physical damage?
I already used everything that reduces physical damage for my turn. I have 1 armor, so it does nothing. Cool. No, that's it. It doesn't do anything. Cool.
So it hit. So does it do the follow-up? Then make a reach to the...
I'm gonna double check the rolls on that.
If so, then it's going to do push 2. What counters push?
It's he just would push me.
It's not a strength check?
I don't think so. I have no idea.
That looks like it's some sort of a check. Ah! Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Oh, cat. It's a force 11 check.
I thought that's for the paralyze.
I think
Or is
so,
that for
too.
both of them?
I just noticed the cat in the back. Yeah, Lucy. 11:30 at night and your cat is screaming.
Probably wants dinner.
You didn't feed your cat?
I feed him after stream.
It's 11:30 at night.
Yeah, he eats all night. He's a fatty. Cats are nocturnal.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
I feel like you're just making it up. What, Lucy? Hi, Lucy. No, Lucy. Ask him very nicely if he'll stop meowing. I like it when you're very polite to your cat. And it does nothing. It's very amusing to me. Lucy, would you please mind moving a little bit? If it's not too much trouble. No, cat. You guys can't see me make faces at the cat.
There's nothing about follow-up here.
Did you just sneeze? No, it was Frey Frey. Josh lives in a zoo. I have poor short-term memory. I forgot what we were trying to look up.
Follow-up attacks.
Whether if he does no
The
damage.
attacker may use an ability that occurs during the follow-up step of the attack. That doesn't. If the attack misses, the attack immediately ends and skips it. But he did hit, so he still does the follow-up.
Okay. So the follow-up then, which you can keep that rule book out, is a push check. And it says push too. So my question was, how do you do a push check? Now you had thought that a pull check was, oh no, you thought the force check was a magic check. The force is against the paralyzed. Push just happens.
Yeah, push just happens. So he's going to push me 2 away. So push is...
You sound like when I talk to my toddler. What? Hi, no, you can't do that. It's different when you're talking
Move the target up to X spaces away from the figure that used this ability. The target does not provoke a break attack from the figure From the figure that uses ability.
The figure.
The figure.
Okay, so he's pushing you.
Yeah.
Where?
Probably onto the exit.
And then that'd be all, because it's the same direction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, don't. That's fine. Okay. And inflict paralyze with force 11. So now you need to do the force check.
I need another purple die.
I need $1 million.
I don't have it for you.
That's lame.
I rolled a 9.
And
So I'm paralyzed.
that sucks.
You may not take actions or use abilities. Discard at the end of your next turn.
So you're just stuck.
So I have to kind of skip my next turn.
All right, Twitch, it's up to you.
Tap that wand and zap the warden. Zoop, zoop. Zoop, zoop.
Tap the wand and pew the warden. Tapping
Zoop,
the
zoop.
wand, pewing the warden.
So orange die and 2 teals. What's his conviction?
Conviction is a white and an orange.
Okay.
So the first orange is for Nightingale. So we went up to 3 SP. We're going to do Gore Shot, which is 1 SP. 9 against 7, so it passes. So then it's
Kill the
2
warden.
damage, and magic damage ignores armor. So I had to move you so that I could aggressively chop him away. Go away.
What happens when we kill the warden?
We do a party for Nightingale on Twitch. Good job, guys. I did that dance and David told me he got 100 on one of his tests, and he was very embarrassed by me, and I don't really understand why.
Now he's not going to get
Pew
100
pew the
anymore,
loa.
so you don't dance anymore. You should do that dance when they fail a test, so then they don't want to fail anymore.
They want to pew pew the loa. So we're going to do that. Orange.
Why don't you read the text of what happens when we kill the warden first? Maybe something else happens. They don't have to pew pew the loa.
Whatever. Then we can see what it is. The creature wails in fury as it...
That's its wailing in fury.
Oh, they rolled an 8. So, yeah, whatever. The Earth Loa had these 8 points against it.
It has 20 health.
It's got 20 health.
So if they take the damage, if they take 1 damage to do 2 additional damage, doesn't really matter too much.
No, because it still needs another 8
Okay.
points again. The loot,
They say burn
Josh.
the health.
To do 2 additional damage?
Yep. Oh, they got item loot.
Wait, he's not dead yet.
Okay.
Slow down. Okay, slow down.
But they killed the warden. They're asking for the loot for the warden.
Yeah, no, we're getting there. Okay. Also, you have 1 more SP. Do you want to Gore Shot the Loa again?
Did you give them the 2 additional damage for taking?
I did. So now the Earth Loa has 12 damage on it.
Okay.
So they have 8 damage left to go. Pew pew. All right. Orange. Wait. Okay. The creature wails in fury as it dies. Instead of gaining a combatant loot card,
Okay.
reveal the medium hidden card UM3. 7 against 6. 2 more damage.
I think they're going to take another
You
irreducible damage.
let them make their
What-
own
what
life
do-
choices. Nobody wants you
what am
making
I taking?
choices. UM3. Medium hidden card. UM3. Burn it. Cool. 16, which means it's going to need 4 more damage. It's not for you, Joshua.
It's a shield, though.
It's still not for you.
It's
And gain the Maw of the Warden. This is what y'all got. Oh, that's cool. So passive, for 1 SP, it gives you counter.
yes.
You can exhaust it to roll the black die and deal an adjacent opponent physical damage equal to the number of shields rolled.
And
That's
it gives you a teal die.
cool. It's a teal combat die. Yeah. It's not for you, Joshua.
For me right now, no one else is using the shield.
Doesn't
We
matter.
can rearrange this later.
It's not for you now. Twitch got it. They killed it. They can decide what to do with it. You don't get to grab. Rude. If the warden died from dangerous terrain and players do not have the key, read A. That's funny.
He has the key. Twitch said, I mean, Rook's the only build that can use it. So, you know.
It does not say so, you know. You have added that.
Is that it?
B. Because he didn't fall down the hole. Okay. You take the key ring from the creature's
We
remains.
already have the keys.
We already got the keys. That wasn't well written. Discard the blue, place the blue exit token on the space. Mark the story flag, bouncer bounced on the adventure sheet. Oh, hey, here's the flags.
Bounce the bouncer.
Peach 65. What's today's date?
The 7th.
I like to make all my notes. All right. That's it. I'm guessing the text is assuming if you stole the keys, you ran and didn't stick around to kill him. I don't know. You're probably 8,000% correct, but I don't know why you would assume that. That's dopey. All right, the warden comes off of the initiative track. Twitch has just finished their turn.
Were they taking an extra damage to do more?
Yeah, they already did. We're all done.
So they did
They
8
have
damage to it?
they
so
have it.
Has
It's
4 health left?
Habafungul. It's at 16 damage.
Okay, so it has 4 health left.
That's correct.
Okay. Green screen. Please.
I'm gonna murder it. I'm gonna murder him. The Earth Loa is their Rook. Go kill the Earth Loa.
It's my turn.
Yeah, you still can't have the shield
Okay.
or the board.
I'm gonna move towards the Earth Loa. So I'm in front of it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna flip my shield. Can you roll a black die, please?
Oh, that's very frustrating.
Can you get some dangerous terrain out, please? It doesn't fall in the hole.
So which way did it jump? That could have been really bad.
Oh, did I wanted? Yeah, you can take care of that.
Just make a big hole when there's a huge pile of loot down there. Right? Guess I'm getting...
Yeah. I just realized that as I did it. So he's
Where does this go?
He's gonna move right where he is, basically. There. Yeah.
Oh, because it was... Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
And then I'll attack. I need a white die, please. Rolled a 10.
Against a defense of an 8.
So it's 2 damage.
Armor 5.
2 damage. 3 damage. That's it.
What?
That's it. 3 damage. That didn't do anything.
Oh. Okay.
I also heal 1 at the beginning of my turn. So Rook's got to heal 1. Be at 13 health.
That was not very helpful. Now it's Zeke's turn.
Zeke's going to get rid of Paralyzed.
It's so good.
Okay. And Zeke's turn.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't even reach it yet. It'll give him a break attack. An attack
Not
of
if you're flying.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm gonna use fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
You have
7.
1 extra SP, so you can move 2 more spaces if you want it. I shouldn't have enough SP to attack as well as move with flight.
Yeah, it had taken 4, and I only had 3. I have a fortitude that'd give me the 1 additional SP.
It's not worth it. Twitch will just gore shot it and be dead.
Now it's the Earth Loa's turn, and I hope it murders Josh because he's rude. No, you are the adjacent opponent. Move to be within reach 2 of you. So I think
he's going to move away, and he's going to cause a break attack.
Yeah, for Zeke, right?
For me.
Oh, yeah, because you were adjacent. Yep.
I rolled a 9. +1. Yeah, that does nothing.
Okay. He is going to attack you.
He's attacking the darkness.
He's attacking the darkness. Ow.
Four. Another low roll. A little roll. You only asked for 1 heal die.
Okay. Ooh, sorry. I thought I had it twice. Can you counter? No, or you still have darkness.
I can't dodge. I can still counter if it does no damage.
Okay.
But he's out of reach, so I can't.
Oh, that's right.
The suspense. The surprise. 8. Yes. He misses. I'm good.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
That's not fun. Follow up is nothing because you missed. Okay, so that is the end of the Earth Loa's turn. Twitch, it is your turn.
They tap the wand and zap it. Tap the wand and zap. That's what they're going to say.
It's not your...
I'm giving recommendations for Twitch. They said pew pew. They want to tap the wand and zap it. I know Twitch. I play with Twitch every week in Kingdom Death. I got an idea of the tap and zap.
I don't like it when you tell me what to do. I can't imagine they enjoy it when you tell them what to do. Pew pew and zap. Gotta be over here. Fisticuffs. Fisticuffs with you. Defending my audience. Defending my chat.
We are a 2-trick pony, yeah. They rolled a 3, which isn't great. What is They could tap their other wand to reroll the 3, though.
They could. I mean, quite frankly, they got 3. Oh, because they had to burn the wand to make the 6 because you pushed it out of...
They rolled...
a 12. So would you like to tap the second wand and...
I don't think it's worth it against the 12. They have
They
to roll a
have
6
to
or a
roll
7.
a 6. Yeah.
Move and zap. Yeah, I think move and zap's the right choice.
Okay, so 1 SP to move.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've decided you guys are going to go not there because that's within reach. There, because then it'll attack Josh still. Roll the orange die and 2 white die.
They can do it.
Of course. Of course. 5 and 7.
That's a win.
12.
And I'm assuming they're taking that last piece of damage to kill the Earth Loa.
Why do you assume?
Because it's Twitch, and they just want to hurt themselves to kill Loa, so it's over with. Yep. See? So Earth Loa is dead.
Earth Loa is dead.
Now we're going to get a loot. Really sad we didn't get the 5 dodges in 1 round.
I would really like this to be the item loot. It's not. 5 gold.
Money, money, money.
Okay.
Get rid of that Earth Loa. He's gone.
Loa is
He gone.
gone.
No, he's still on the board. He gone.
That is gone. We're getting there. That is there. Ugh. It's Rook's turn.
Rook's going to yell for Remi to hurry the hell up.
I'm going to go and get this loot. What's Zeke doing? You're just sitting there.
Yep.
I'm going to go get the loot. It is a blue loot. Pile of treasure, 20 gold.
Money, money, money.
could you put these together? Please and thank you.
We're good.
Please and thank you.
This is what the cleanup part of the
Fight
stream's
you.
for.
Um,
All right, and
do we get a candle?
No, Nightingale's going to activate the thing right now.
Okay, yeah. Cool. So, blue objective. Blue exit. Each party member gains 1 XP. Restore adventurers. Continue to lead the way. Page 66. Okay. So, Rook, you now have 5 XP. I have 6 XP. Nightingale, you have 2 XP. Zeke has 8 XP. How did that happen?
Zeke was waiting to buy more skills, I think.
Okay, that is all of the XP. Restore adventures. Continue to lead the way. Page 66. You told me that you highlighted my thing. You told me this. Whether you actually did. Oh, look at that. Okay. This better make me laugh, Joshua.
There's a lot of reading.
You sure this is the right way? Nightingale asked for the 10th time in the last few minutes, shifting uneasily on her feet. I feel like these halls are getting familiar.
Or looking familiar.
Oh, you're going to tell me how to read.
That's what it says.
Anyway, yes. Suri didn't sound annoyed. No matter how many times Nightingale asked, her tone never changed, because she's an AI.
Why does it matter if we find the place again, Nightingale?
Rook asked. Nightingale opened her mouth to remind him that it wasn't her knight's place to question her motives, but caught herself before she actually spoke. She tried to answer the question, but in the end, all she could come up with was, there must be something important on that pedestal. Maybe our first big find as real adventurers? Might as well check it out at this point, right? Remi came in beside Nightingale, gesturing non-committally with her wings. We've got to be close. You are. Suri stopped, pointing at a low doorway. The big room you wanted to find is just through there. Zeke kept his weapon drawn and eyes alert as they crept into the massive room. There was no way anything like Hografar would be sneaking up on them, especially since he was sure the monster would let them escape a second time. Nightingale practically sprinted across the huge space, eyes locked on the pedestal. Not even during the mast had she been so laser-focused. There was no sign of Hografar, save for the dark stain on the floor. No body either, for which Zeke was grateful. Thief or not, that man hadn't deserved to be eviscerated by a giant head. Zeke stopped a few steps away from the pedestal, watching the doorways.
Get whatever was on the pedestal and we'll run.
What?
Get whatever was on the pedestal and we'll run.
He called, just loud enough that he was sure she could hear him.
We can figure out what it is once we're gone.
I don't understand, Nightingale muttered, her voice agonized and angry. On the pedestal in front of her, there was an empty space where something of value once was. It was just here. We came all this way and... Suddenly, Nightingale threw her head back, and her whole body began to shake. Her scream became so loud and painful that Zeke retreated a step in horror. Something black and oozing emerged from Nightingale's wailing mouth, gathering in the air in front of her. Zeke repressed a gag of revulsion as the strange mass grew larger and larger. Nightingale's scream shifted out of the human range, joined by 100 discordant voices from the monster's many mouths. Nightingale stumbled backward, collapsing onto the stone mere inches from the ledge. She lay there, gasping like a fish, clawing weakly at her throat. Zeke dropped his weapon and stared in horror at the abomination before him. It looked like nothing he had seen before. It was even as bad as Hografar had been. At least that monster was made of flesh and conformed to geometry he could understand. This creature was neither. Its hideous form curving in ways that hurt his eyes just to look at. Mouths and eyes and glittering stars all overlapped on its tar-like body. Even as he watched, The outline shifted, melting away to organs he had no names for. It was all he could do not to retch at the sight. Yet, it also spoke. It was not like a man, or even like the spirit Suri, with familiar words and strange annotations. Rather, it was as though the monster's voice made the world shake around it. It spoke with 1,000 discordant sounds, grinding stone and shattering glass, and the last breath of a dying thief.
Less than worthless.
The abomination called.
Are those from the realm so frail that not even a simple task was within your grasp? Such a feeble vessel is scarcely worth the air you waste by breathing. What are you?
Zeke was frozen with shock, his mind struggling and failing to process the monster in front of him. It turned its rage on him.
Slugs contained by numbered dimensions, pretentious gods of accidents, agelessness. I have seen divinity. I obey no false lords. I am Malama.
There are so many words. There's so many. Yeah, forget it.
Good.
Rook charged suddenly past Zeke, bearing down on the monster, weapon raised in both hands.
Get away from her.
The thing raged in response, screeching and boiling around Rook like a cloud of hostile smoke. Before Rook could attack the Maluma, it grabbed Nightingale around the head and flowed down over her. Zeke rushed over to help, with Remi not far behind, but they were too slow. By the time they had made it to Nightingale's side, the monster had already forced itself back down her throat. Blech. One last flash of shimmering tar, and it was gone. Remi shoved her way past them, lifting Nightingale gently into a sitting position. She's still breathing. They stared, and nobody spoke. Zeke wasn't sure how long they sat there in silence. Eventually, Nightingale started to twitch. Get it, twitch? Opening one eye. Remi let her go, and she didn't fall over. Nightingale's voice was painfully weak. Did you guys see that?
Yeah,
Zeke's voice was low and worried.
we saw.
Nightingale practically jumped to her feet, staring down at herself in horror. Where did it go? She patted her own body as if it was a foreign entity. We'll just get Balthazar. He knows about all kinds of monsters. She stumbled away towards the door, panicking. Now, let's go.
Night.
Zeke sounded hesitant, but he put an arm up to slow her retreat.
He already left on the memorial hunt, remember? He's gone.
Right. She stopped, her tail whipping about behind her so fast it looked like it hurt.
What about Kaiza, or even Yol? I don't like him, but he is your brother.
Rook asked. My mom's probably gone by now, and Yol's an asshole. I'm not even sure he'd know how to help me. He might even just lock me up in a dungeon or something. She swayed a little on her feet. Zeke caught her before she could fall, careful not to step into the path of her tail. Rook frowned.
Okay then, what about Shalish?
Nightingale didn't slow down, her eyes darting about as she spoke. Oh yeah, if she knows enough to be a teacher at the Institute, she's got to know about whatever the hell just happened to me.
That sounds sensible.
Rook's voice was quiet, but urgent.
We should get to her as quick as we can. After making all that noise, who knows what else might come this way.
Surrey Bob nearby looking concerned. I sensed that a creature as something from my world, something that shouldn't be in this realm. Nightingale was still for a moment longer, catching her breath. She jerked away from Zeke, heading for the open door. Let's just see what we can do to get rid of it as soon as possible. With Surrey's help, they made good time back to the surface, without encountering anything that might slow their way. Nightingale seemed to be recovering as they went. By the time they made it back to the surface, she'd stopped swaying, and the color had mostly come back to her skin. Nightingale found her sister alone in one of the upper halls of the castle. Her friends waited downstairs at her request. If she was going to get the information she needed without exposing what she'd done, it would take subtlety that she couldn't manage with everyone else present. Shalis perched atop a banister, tossing a ball against the nearby wall. Her aim was almost perfect, and she caught it each time. Good thing, too, considering the fall waiting for her if she leaned too far back. In the center of the massive spiral staircase was a 3-story drop. Hey, sis, Shalis waved. leaning out a little to catch the ball before it could fly over the edge. Hey! Nightingale waved back awkwardly, leaning against the stone beside her sister. What's up? Shalis looked up. Hiding from the new master and commander, your highness Yol? Shalis rolled her eyes and smiled. So I heard you had some fun in the city. Nightingale looked away, afraid that Shalis would see the lie in her expression. Yeah, we've been having a great time, just enjoying our new freedom from the Institute. She said it with a forced smile. Shalis went back to bouncing the ball. Just make sure you're being careful. Middara is a dangerous place. Yeah. Nightingale turned on the pretext of casually looking down at the drop below. So, some people in the city were talking about some kind of monster. Have you ever heard of a Maluma? Shayla stayed focused on the ball, her tone unchanged. Maluma? Never heard of it. She hopped down, landing on the stairs just behind Nightingale. You sure it just wasn't a rumor? We get a lot of those here. Nightingale tried to hide her disappointment. If Shalis didn't know but the Maluma, Yol sure as hell wouldn't. That only left one option. One that Nightingale didn't want to have to resort to. Yeah, probably. Nightingale started walking away. Thanks anyway, sis. You're the best. Shalis watched her as she hurriedly scurried away. Nightingale hoped she wasn't too suspicious. Nightingale found her friends waiting for her in the great hall, gathered nervously at the end of a massive table. The room was deserted, and there was no trace of Yol or any of the city's other nobility. Rook rose as she approached, hands folded.
What did Princess Sheila have to say?
You have made this poor girl's name 5 different things in the course of 3 pages.
Oh.
Not much, unfortunately. She walked to the edge of the table, but didn't actually sit. She was far too nervous to settle down. She'd never heard of a Maluma. Did you find out anything about from Surrey? Rook shook his head.
We tried, but she couldn't stay long. She can only stay in this realm for a short period of time before she is forced to leave.
Nightingale sighed and spoke up. I think I might know somewhere else we could try. But you're not gonna like it. Remi and Zeke got to their feet, though it was Rook who spoke first.
Hopefully it doesn't involve any more dungeon delving.
Nightingale lowered her voice to a whisper, forcing them all to lean in close to listen. It doesn't involve any dungeon delving, but it's probably still dangerous since it's my father's study. That drew the reaction she'd been expecting, stares and concern. Rather than let them form their own objections, Nightingale rushed on. If my father were still here, he'd let us in. He'd probably know what this was without even having to look it up. She met Rook's eyes, who looked like he was going to be the first to object. I know you saw it. Nightingale spoke before he could. Whatever a Maluma is, it isn't good. Balthazar's study is my only chance of finding the way to get this damn thing out before it gets worse. There was a brief silence as they considered. Again, it was Rook who spoke first.
I heard the king has some incredible ancient texts in his protection.
He sounded hesitant, but also a little excited.
Suppose studying them would be a rare privilege.
Remi reached into her bag, drawing out a little pouch. She rolled it out on the table in front of them, revealing an intricate-looking set of lock-picking tools. I could probably get us in. 10 minutes later, and she did. The study itself was a 2-story affair with packed shelves filling every spare inch. The lower floor was mostly desk space, while the upper had a wide stone balcony and shelves on both sides. Zeke stopped briefly to take in the massive spectacle of Balthazar's study. The group began searching in relative silence, all conscious of the clandestine nature of their search. Nightingale would take personal responsibility if they got caught. But even so, she doubted Yol would be lenient. Rook was by far the fastest of their group. I don't even know how, because he's a big bulking thing.
He's the smart one.
Scanning whole shelves in seconds and selecting a title or two to add to the growing stack in his arms.
He's not running. He's just looking for a book. He's the book smart one.
Within an hour, he'd figured out Balthazar's filing system, and by nightfall, he'd found the only relevant book in the entire library. Rook cleared his throat, startling Nightingale out of her stupor. She dozed in a teetering mountain of books. She caught the largest stack just as it started to sway, preventing a catastrophic landslide. What is it?
I think I found what we need.
Rook spoke slowly, hefting the tome in both hands. It was an enormous book, nearly 3 whole feet wide. Wow. These pages were frayed at the edges, yellow with age.
I wish there was more, though.
Zeke hurried down from the upper balcony. Remi looked up from her reading, face buried in the smattering of papers on Balthazar's desk. Nightingale thought that a little strange she'd be looking through her father's personal papers for clues, but dismissed her concern in the face of finally getting an answer. Rook flipped the book open to a page he'd been holding with his finger, scanning until he found the section he wanted.
The Malama parasite cannot be removed except through the destruction of the host, at which point the creature will be forced to take for itself the nearest living creature as its new host, or else be banished from the material world, forced to return to its native realms of Arkala.
Rook looked up.
There's a long list of people here that were infected or suspected to be infected and how they died.
Nightingale barely suppressed a whimper. She felt strangely numb, staring down at her hands. I'm dead then. My first real adventure. And I get a demon in my head. It's gonna kill me. She shivered, her voice stretching into strained laughter. I guess Balthazar was right about me being too soft for the demiurge. It seemed strange to think life had been so optimistic only a few days earlier. Nightingale had an ageless life ahead of her, a future in a prestigious military organization, and friends she trusted. Now all of that was crumbling. Her future would come to a twisted and painful end as a parasite strangled her from the inside. She would be like that mad thief before the end, and there was nothing she could do.
Nightingale!
Zeke's shout cut through the fog in her head, and she jerked suddenly toward him. What? Tears were brimming in her eyes, threatening to run down her face, and she had a hard lump in her throat as she tried to compose herself. She brushed at her eyes with the back of one arm. What is it? Rook cleared his throat.
I didn't finish. There are parts here at the end I think you should hear.
He held the book up and spoke more loudly.
It is widely known that the practitioners of the ancient Theodosian magic employed Malamus as familiars. How they could have prevented the creatures from infecting them is not known, yet the reality of this claim cannot be denied.
He trailed off, closing the book.
See?
Zeke rested one hand gently on Nightingale's shoulder.
It's not hopeless. Whoever these Theodosian guys were, they knew how to control them. All we have to do is dig up the technique and...
He looked away.
Rook, I bet you already found the book on them, right? You probably don't even have to leave the study.
Rook sighed, collapsing into a nearby chair. It creaked and strained under his weight.
When I found this book, I did search. Unfortunately, there's nothing here. Nothing I could find anytime soon, anyway.
He gestured over his shoulder at the thousands and thousands of books.
It could take years, assuming there's anything to find. I've heard about... I can't pronounce this word. Theodosian before, though. It's supposed to be a powerful stuff. But until today, haven't read anything reputable that even verified it actually exists. Finding it will take more than breaking into a study.
Remi plopped down beside Nightingale. I might know where we can learn more. Remi had his sheaf of papers in one hand. My father... He's not the best person on Middara, but he's in the business of getting information. If anyone could find where we could learn about a long-dead school of magic, it's probably him. Where does he live? Nightingale swallowed hard and tried to regain her composure. This bit of hope, albeit however small, stopped her surmounting fear and sadness and was enough to banish the numbness she had started to feel. They'd already conquered a few impossible odds over the last few days or two. What were a few more? Remi started flipping through the stack of papers, licking her fingers at each page turn. He's in Romstead. It's a few days' walk from here. Faster if you can fly. Rook set his own large book down, then rose as well.
I think it's best we get going. The longer we're here in the study, the more likely Shilas or Yol will catch us.
Nightingale looked around, as though expecting to see a troop of guards emerging from the upper balcony. You're right, she agreed.
Humans are all alike.
Nightingale froze as words filled her head.
So full of hope. You think that getting rid of me will be so easy?
She spun, searching the space around her for the speaker. She saw no one but her friends. The voice wasn't coming from the room. It was coming from inside of her. Is everything all right? Remi's voice interrupted her search. Nightingale realized Remi was staring at her with a concerned look. Did you hear that? Nightingale asked. Remi cocked her head to the side and raised her eyebrows slowly. Hear what? Are you okay? Nightingale forced a smile. Yeah, I'm fine. We have a plan. Let's head to Romstead. Then in the back of her head, a voice only she could hear continued.
Theodosian is a lost magic girl. Try as you might, I'll have your body soon enough.
The voice sent a chill through her body, and Nightingale ignored the voice, blocking it out with all of her willpower she could muster. Rook began cleaning up as to not alert Balthazar that someone, without his knowledge, had ever been in his study.
Let's go grab our supplies then. Get on the road before Yol or Shayless realizes their sister's missing.
Dun dun dun! That is the end of the story. Come on, Tiny T-Rex arms. Reward. Nightingale is infected with the Maluma. Reveal small hidden card UM4. And Nightingale learns the infection. Story discipline. So y'all are going to get the infection. You have a passive ability of -1 health now. You can exhaust this card to reduce the SP cost of a standard action by 1. So that's kind of a neat pass-up. So, like, an attack would be 1 point.
Yep. Or they can move for free.
Can they empower their magic attacks?
That is not a standard action. That is a standard ability.
Okay. So next time we pick up, we can do continue leaving the city of Alenia. What was on small hidden card UM4?
That was UM4. That's the card I just handed you.
Oh, I didn't even notice. In the top right hand corner. Right, left hand, right. Okay. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight for Twitch Plays Middara. I hope that you enjoyed this round as much as we did. We're on our way on our adventure. We finally figured out what the big yucky gross thing is, and now we're moving to the next city. So leaving the city of Alenia is going to be another story arc. Oh my gosh!
A bunch of story before anything happens.
And then what happens after our story? Are we going to be able to do things?
Go shopping and do side quests and stuff.
Awesome.
So I don't know what next session is going to be. If it's just reading and shopping or...
Reading and shopping. Well, you know what, Joshua? The best way to figure out what we are going to be doing is to follow us on social media, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and come follow us in Discord where...
You see me making bacon.
And steak. It was really good. It's been a late session, so without further ado, I'm going to say thank you so much for coming. Make sure you join us tomorrow for our Twitch Plays Kingdom Death campaign at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then join us on Wednesday, where I think... Are we doing my thing?
Yeah, we're doing your thing.
We're going to be doing a Gauntlet stream. For those of you that are big Funko Pop fans, I'm sure you know that the Funkoverse games are out. And our friends over at Funko were kind enough to send us over some games to play live on stream. So we have Batman, Harry Potter, and we have the Golden Girls, but it's only 2 players. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get that out on stream, but I definitely want to show those off to you all. They are... the release date was in October.
I think it's later October, yeah, so I don't think they're out yet.
So you are going to be able to get a first look before the games are even released at this. So kind of like a mini spotlight, but definitely a Gauntlet game that we've kind of had our eye on. I'm really excited to see
we're putting a poll up to decide which one we're going to play.
Perfect. So make sure that you're following us on all of our social media channels so that you can catch that poll and vote for which game that we're going to play Wednesday at 8 p.m. Other than that, thank you so much for joining us. And have a great night.
Good night.
Good night.